Thank you. I like that funny around here. That funny money. Mhm. Yes, we good now. We good now. We good in every neighborhood. Mm. Mm-hmm. What's the deal? Light skin. Mixed. Mom? What's the deal? Welcome to the live. Yeah, we got an interesting topic today. Yeah. Part part two. Judgment part two, man. It's for all the people that get triggered by that word judgment. Oh my goodness. For the people that like to say, who are you to judge? And yet they are the same people that judge too. This is what this for, man. This is what this is for. And I have a couple questions to ask them. You know, let me get some people, more people up in here, man. If y'all can share, it's only with two people in here. Share that, share. Hit them likes for me real quick. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Send some invite. Send some invites. I got some more people I gotta send invites to. Hmm. Nah, let's see. Uh, 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 who else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Um, I guess that's all the people I get. Yo, AJ. Yes. We gonna make it very interesting and sweaty today. Got to talk about this trigger word that hurts people. Who are you to judge? It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who are you to judge? That's basically saying, why are you a human? Yeah, yes. You know it's about to be some fire today. It's about to be some fire. And I got some time too, man. What is it about to be? 3 o'clock? Probably ain't getting off to about 8, 8, 8:30, depending on how I go, you know. Not the stinking booty cheeks. What's going on? I'm sorry. This seemed like this a, a troll. I ain't gonna even do it. I'm just booting off the name. That was some judgment I just did right there. You know what I'm saying? I judged him off his name because his name was Stinky Booty Cheeks. Booted him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Protect myself. Oh man, it ain't always a bad thing. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. But hey, you came in with Stinky Booty Cheeks. Then you had zero follow. You had one follower and had followed 50 people. So off my judgment, that seemed kind of fishy. So hey, was I wrong? I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? He probably came in here with the words of wisdom, but that name, the protection mechanism, I can't do with no person named Stanky Booty Chicks up in here. See, this fits right into the topic. You know what I'm saying? We ain't straying away too far. I will have to cook at 3. For sure, Leona. For sure, man. You know, I appreciate you. Yes, yes. People gonna realize, man, even if we feel like we don't judge, we unintentionally do it either ways. You know what I'm saying? Even or we even mentally do it. You know, it's just something you can't get around. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't voice what your judgment, that don't mean you don't judge. It's just literally something that's built in a human. And let me hold up. Just to get deep, man. Cause I looked it up and I like looking up stuff before I talk about it, even though I didn't have to look this up though. I just kind of figured it out. So let's look up what judgment mean because and they have a bunch of similarities. I know people like to use discernment though. Very judgmental. Oh, I bet you, but the people that don't like it be saying discernment like crazy, and that has a lot to do with judgment. So let's go ahead and talk about it now. So judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to a sensible conclusion, right? Okay. Similar discernment, acumen, I don't know that, shrewdness, good sense, common sense, perception, uh, penetration. Wow, they getting deep on that. Discrimination, wisdom, wit, Judiciousness. Oh man, you got me on that one. Intelligence, understanding, awareness, sharpness, sharp-wittedness, cleverness, reason, logic, savvy, know-how, horse, gray matter, common, smarts, to my mind. Let's see. If you ask me, what the heck? Personally, in my book, for my money. No, it's a lot of stuff we be saying, right? We say something. Y'all done said at least about four out of them, whatever how many I said. Y'all done said about at least four of them, right? Don't realize that's some type of form of judgment. Ain't that funny? Oh man, that's what I'm trying to say, man. It's funny though, but we gonna get deep, man. We gonna change some stuff up, man. And the reason why I with the second question, I kind of being funny because I was asked the question before, what gives you the authority to make a judgment or give advice, right? Something like that. So I thought about it. I switched it up. I said, what gives you the authority to give somebody a compliment? Because that's still a form of judgment. People could take that all day, though. Nobody asked for somebody's compliment, right? We could say that, right? But we don't think about it that way. We only like to hear the good stuff. When it comes to constructive criticism or somebody way somebody feel, then it's a problem. You know, sometimes a simple way to it's all about understanding, right? So instead of jumping out somebody's neck off somebody's judgment, how about you ask why? You know what I'm saying? But it takes a lot of emotional intelligence for that situation because we so quick to react before we try to understand anything. A lot of times people tell us stuff because it might be something that we're not aware of, and we you know what I'm saying, maybe other people notice it and we didn't. So why not somebody tell me about me? But you got to be open or receptive to even take that in. A lot of people don't like to change stuff about themselves. They feel like themselves is good enough. Right? Then the second part, which I just thought about this, why publicize something you don't want judgment for, right? Judgment for. So I mean anything that's in the open, what do you expect? You think somebody just gonna close their mouth and not say anything? Why publicize something, right?
God damn, you sexy.
What happened? What'd you say? My boy volume was low.
I said, God damn, you sexy.
What the? You judging me, man. Who asked you for your judgment, man?
It said,
Who
what
gave you
gives
the
you the
authority to give
authority
me
to
a
give
compliment,
somebody
man?
compliments?
Who gave who gave you the authority to give me a compliment? Nobody asked you for your compliment. You know what I'm saying? That's funny than the mud though, but people be that's too funny. People are funny though. They take a compliment all day, but nobody asked for that compliment, right? But then someone that says something they don't like,
But
who
then
is
if
you?
a bitch
Who are
turn
you to
around
say
and they
that,
say
right?
some shit like this, well, fuck you then. I was just
Right.
trying to say you look
Exactly.
cute.
Exactly. And it's funny. That is too funny, man. That's too
Then you
funny,
gonna be
man.
some kind of butthurt, right? Because you're gonna be like, well, damn, you didn't have to cuss me out.
Right, be mad after that. Well, off my judgment. I felt that was wrong, you know what I'm saying? But who are you to say that's wrong? People funny, man. We be twisted in some situations, don't realize we contradict ourselves on a daily dang near, you know what I'm saying? We say we don't want one thing, but then we do the same thing right back. We be hypocrites. It just be funny. Or unintentional hypocrites. It just happen like that, you know? Welcome to being a human. Welcome to being a human, man. This is what happens, man. Who to say that the way we talk about the world is supposed to work the way we want it to? You supposed to follow my rules, and I say you shouldn't do that. You only supposed to like what is that? Like imagine that, man. A world that we can control because of the way we feel. Oh man, this is funny, man. This is funny, right? You see all the emojis. This is funny. It's really a joke. It's funny. It's funny in the mud. It is funny.
I just left the live, Kevin. It was funny because the lady. So I mean, this is how she was saying it. She was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about passport bros and blah, 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 blah. Entertainment purposes only. TikTok. I'm not cussing out Kevin. Okay. So she was, and so okay, if you don't give a fuck, then why is you in here riled up about it? And I so when she left me in the box, and I said, can I ask you just one question? And you know, I throw on that nice, sweet little voice like this. And she goes, yeah, sure. I said, if you don't give a fuck about the passport bros, then why are you number one talking about them?
Right.
Number two, you're angry. Who said I was angry?
All right. But don't judge that, though. Don't tell them they angry. I'm not angry. I'm just expressing myself. You know what I'm saying? People be lying to themselves. That's why I be meaning about people not being honest.
I
But we
just,
know what
well,
anger
I
look
mean, I
like.
had to lie to get out of that live. I was like, you know what? I got a phone call. I got to go because yeah, it's like okay, because she's like, so you mean to tell me? And I said, you went and read my bio because it took you too long to let me in the box. So that tells me because the box was empty. So that tells me
Mm.
you read it. And then as soon as I get in the box, you start in on Passport Bros. Well, I mean, I just can't understand. And I'm like, okay, why should you care?
You choose not to.
I said, because here's the deal. If my neighbor of 25 years decided he wanted to sell his farm and move away, is it beneficial for me to have him as a neighbor? Absolutely. Do I know how long that property is going to sit empty? No. You know, and is it a problem that it's empty? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I can't be mad because this man wants to sell his property. Don't matter if he going to Nebraska or to the moon. He is entitled to sell his property. I can't be pissed off about that. You know, and yeah, she just was having a meltdown. Well, I mean, they
Hmm.
say they don't want the sisters, and they say this and they say that. Okay, so now we're really getting to the crux of the problem. So something they said touched home with you. Because she kept saying she's a good woman, and I'm a good woman, and I know, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, but at the end of the day, you're saying you're a good woman, but here's what I didn't hear. I didn't hear you have a man. That's what I didn't hear. But you want to be mad because the passport bros, which she assumes is going over to these other countries to get a wife. And I said,
Right.
that is totally wrong. I said, I'm in
And
a group of passport bros.
what is in it a business for, anyways? If you're
Right,
not attracted to
exactly.
that,
That
then
was
why
my
worry about
original
it?
question. Why are you so
Stick
bent
with the
on
guys that's sitting here coddling you. You know what I'm saying? Stick with
right?
that.
And so then
That's like being in
she
a marriage and getting mad at a passport. What the fuck they got to do with you? You know, you married. Ain't you happy and married? Why do
right,
how is they affecting your life?
right. And so then she said, um, what is me having a man or whatever got to do with? Because here's the problem. In much to, and I'm starting to learn too, Care, from you about that keeping the voice, you know, at a level because it's not combative. And I said because you just proved my point. You're contradicting yourself.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you are single and you're pissed off because You say these are some bum rush guys. They ugly, they fat, they this. Well, if they got that many flaws against them, I wouldn't get. I'd buy them a plane ticket to get the hell
Right.
out of here. I'm not gonna be complaining that they want to leave. If they're detrimental to society as you say they are, you should be happy. You should be at the airport, the harbor port, however they leaving, with a bon voyage sign and giving them some little flowers on their head and around their neck saying, "See ya, don't
Right.
come back."
Make it
You
make
know?
sense.
Right. And I said, but you sitting here arguing about it, so that tells me you are pissed off because you feel like you're losing a good man. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
one, but you can't think of
Exactly.
nothing nice to say, so you gotta say something nasty. You know what? You need to get out of my fucking box. That's what you need. Boop. She kicked me.
I
Okay.
wouldn't even did it, man. Because like, what I learned is people with that mentality. That's why I don't try to talk too much for real. Because there's no point. Because it gets to a point where people just start expressing their emotions with one another. You never get to no type of solution or nothing. All you is just trauma dump on each other from that point. Well, I feel this way. Well, you feel that way. Because I, you know what I'm saying? And it gets nowhere. So I look at it like if the argument ain't getting nowhere to no solution, there's no point. This what you feel. This is how I feel. So, hey, we on two different pages. So I'm gonna leave that situation alone. Let's talk about something else. Otherwise, you just crying about something you not even doing no type of action to control anyway. So, people gonna have their own mentality. That's one thing I learned. I'll be trying not to argue too much for real because it's getting nowhere. Especially when a person got their mind made up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
And
gotta be.
basically what I got up there for was because I couldn't read the stuff she had wrote on her screen. She wrote it in this really pretty cursive, like calligraphy kind of stuff. It was pretty. And because of that, I couldn't read it. That's originally what I wanted to know was, what does your screen say? That's
Hmm.
originally why I even asked to be in the box.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Angel, how you doing? I see you back.
Oh, yes, I'm back.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
a real passport. Well, she ain't from America, so I can't say that. But people trying to get their passport to get the people like Angel over there. You know what I'm saying?
Kelvin. Yes, you guys should come back home.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home. That's gonna be the song when they play that. Tell the world I'm coming home. Always chilling. Okay, look like somebody new. I thought that was Floyd Mayweather for a minute. I'm like, I got Floyd Mayweather. Say, what's the deal? Always. Welcome to the
Always,
live, man.
always. What's happening? How y'all
I,
doing?
I'm good, man. I feel the name too, man. Gotta be chill, man. Especially in this chaotic type world.
Mhm.
Nothing. That's what. Look, I just got a phone call. I just got three phone calls to be exact. Like, yo, you coming out? Nope.
Shit.
Nope.
Right.
I'm killing.
You see my name? Right.
Not at all. Hey, now I can finally get I can see it now. At first I couldn't see it. I couldn't see what the topic about, what the
When it's
topic
cut
was
off?
about. No, it was on my end. It was all the comments was coming up. When you was talking, I couldn't see it. So excuse me for coming in and I couldn't see. I just had to come in. I think it was because I heard different type of accent. So I definitely had to come in and see what was going on.
You my
Right.
Jamaican brother.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. So if you don't mind, can you go through it again? If I'm coming in on the topic.
Oh no, we was well they was I see my stuff is a little bit oh no no. But ooh, I be looking at all type of weird stuff on my back. Let me chill. What the heck going on? So basically the topic itself, they were just talking about a passport situation though, about this one lady was getting mad about that and getting mad at something that they don't want already, which be weird. But so the topic itself is judgment is part of life, part two. And I was reason why I came with the question number two because somebody asked me who gives you the authority to make it or give advice or give or judge a situation, right? So I'm being funny, and now I'm saying, what gives you the authority to give someone a compliment? Because that's still a form of judgment. People, little do people know, you know what I'm saying? But judgment is a
Yeah,
bad thing when they don't like it.
yeah. I think judgment is a part of life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's definitely a part of life. You know, I don't
Man,
care where you from, who you are, no matter what color you are, what complexion you are, what your religion is. Judgment is a part of life.
right?
It's just all, yeah, it's just a part of life, no matter what.
Hmm.
You know, me, I move the way I move, and I don't care about who judge me in any kind of way. I could give five, you know what.
Right. That's how you stay chill, though. That's what it is. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, because
saying?
I do not, I do not. There's not a person that can walk this earth that can judge me with that. If you ain't that man upstairs, then you can't judge me, and I'm only
Yeah.
judged at that time. That's it, plain and
Right.
simple.
Feel you on that. I'm like, sure, give it the same energy, like all of a sudden, but it's constructive criticism, all that stuff. And then the second part I put down, why publicize something that you don't want judgment for? People like
What?
put stuff on in public and be like, oh, I don't want you to say anything about it. I just put it on screen in public, you know.
And you know what that goes to saying is that I think that goes into the they think that goes with the women, you know, even though they don't want to be judged or they don't want us to look at that way. While I respect all women, no
Most
matter
definitely.
what, but when women wear things that they feel like that they look good in, a man is going to look at them and he's going to judge her, baby. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you look good or there's some guys are disrespectful or whatever, you know, but women just
Or there's
don't want to be judged,
some guys.
you
Mm.
know. So yeah, I totally agree with you on that.
And then you know what's crazy is the women will dress provocatively and actually get mad when a guy notices it.
That's the
Because they
I've
want
seen
them
crazy
that
to
from
agree with it.
like I was in Walmart the other day, and y'all ever seen them videos that just totally compile the stupid shit that happens in Walmart or what somebody sees?
Look, I
Mm.
just came from Walmart, so I know the stupid shit that happens in Walmart. I just left there.
But yeah, and I was in Walmart, and this chick came in and some shit like 10 o'clock in the morning. Like either a she just left the club or she on her way to work on the stripper pole.
Oh my.
And
That's
some guy said he walked past her. He did the double take. I looked at him. He looked at me. He looked at her because she had a nice booty going by, you know.
Hello.
And she walked past me, and I said, "Why she gonna say something?" And he turned around and he did one of them real one of them whistle things. I can't do it like that, but you know. And she turned around and gave him the finger,
Oh my. What's
the F you finger. And he walked, turned around and came back. He was like, "Really? Really, B? Really? You dress like a $2 hooker and then you think
mm,
somebody's supposed it just went, I'm like, oh,
went
okay,
from
exit
right went
left. I'm about to
left.
turn left right here in the baby section. I don't need Pampers. I ain't trying to buy a stroller, but I'm sure gonna pretend like I am because I'm just getting away from this in case shit starts flying. Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm. Do all that and then expect nobody to say anything.
right,
I
right,
want to be seen, but don't see me. What the freak?
right.
Make it make
Like,
sense,
and you
man.
know, it was funny because he said it because it reminded me of like, you know, people that had roaches, right? You go in their house and you turn the light on and all the roaches just freeze.
Mm.
We ain't here. We ain't here. Just go on and get your bologna sandwich.
Right. Don't worry about us.
Yeah,
Don't
you do
judge
not
us.
see me. You do not. As soon as they turn the lights off, all you hear is little feet skirting. Yeah.
Hey, yo,
So
did
you
you
want to
say
act like
roach?
a grown ass roach, right? You know you want to be out here half ass naked and don't see
Oh,
me. Don't talk to me.
she say a grown ass roach.
Not a grown roach. Is that you judging them? It's like, nah.
Hey,
That's
yo,
funny,
that
man.
is funny as hell.
Man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man, that's just weird to me, man. People be doing all this silly stuff and they don't like when it. I mean, you got to take it both ways. That's what she said. But I'm just saying, like, that's you got to be able to. And once something publicized, you got to be prepared for anything. You can't act shocked.
yeah, exactly. You can't act shocked.
Like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you was going to say something different.
Mhm.
But I love it when you say yeah, I look good and these look like that. And some people even take offense to that too. If I
Mm-mm.
feel like your booty is fat, that's what I'm going to say. That's my judgment. I don't like the way
Mhm.
you said it. I don't like the way you judge it, even though I know it's fat. What? What? I don't know, man. People be that's the delusional stuff I be talking about, man. So weird.
You can't be delusional if you're gonna come out here. You gonna come out here in these streets like this, looking like that, and yeah, you are delusional. Forget that. You done lost your damn mind. And we ain't gonna.
And you know what was so sad? The outfit she was wearing. Now you know women spot women, right? The outfit
Mm.
she was wearing, you know damn well A, she ain't got no drawers on.
Oh
Period.
my.
She ain't even got a thong on because you can't even see nan string not on. Because when women see women with clothes like that, the first thing you say, okay, she must got on the thong, but you don't see no string on the side, no nothing. Because some of them got really fine strings. You don't even see that. So I
Is
know
that
this chick ain't got
that's really truthful. My ex-wife told me that. Like, yo, we spot these chicks before y'all spot them chicks. I'm like,
right,
what?
right.
For real?
And so when she turned around and gave him the finger, because the top matches the skirt, it's a set, right? And the top was that sheer. So when she turned around, so I could see she ain't got no bra on. And when she turned around, I literally could tell y'all her areola, not the nipple, her areola was about the size
God
of a
damn.
50-cent piece, and her nipples was like out there. This chick is butt ass naked, basically.
And I bet money she still come with this. Well, that's none of your business.
Exactly. That's why I said
Make it make
when the
sense,
guy
man.
whistled, what do you expect he was gonna do? You're
They
literally
be hurt.
naked.
That be unaliving me, bro. Like what the? It's none of my business, but it's in public, in front of me. I can see it. Like I just supposed to be blind to keep my head straight. What you invisible or something? I don't understand, man.
Man, ain't no way in hell. I'd have been. When my ex-wife told me that, she told me, she said, "Oh, we spot these chicks." She said, "Women spot chicks before y'all spot chicks." I
Hell
said,
yeah, a
Yeah,
woman
"What?"
can tell you
that's that
everything
competitive
fake
stuff.
on a chick. You know, me and Kev could go out to the club as friends, right? He'd be like 60, run interference for me. You know, well, whatever type of woman he don't like, he tell me, okay, if this type of chick come up to me, we together, we together, right? Now, me, you know, he basically looks at me as an auntie type, given my age, right? But I could, and if he found one he like, I could sit there and look at her 2 seconds and go, fake ass, fake eyelashes, coochie ain't no good.
You judging?
And you'll be
Oh
like,
shit!
and we know that, we know that.
Damn!
And the man be like, how you know
Damn!
the coochie ain't no good? Okay, go on the track, see what you call and tell me
They
tomorrow.
still gonna try it.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm still gonna try it too.
Right. I mean, make sure. I want to be for sure. Yeah, you right. Even though I bust 3 times, but you right.
That is funny as hell.
Nah.
But yeah, and it's the same thing about dudes. You know, dudes can. That's why I'm really starting to learn.
What's the deal? Next level?
If I met a guy, I'm gonna let guys vet him. I'm not gonna worry about it so much. And if the guys come back and tell me, because they done talked to you and chit chatted with you and got your sense of point of view, and they tell me don't do it, I ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that to a certain extent, but most dudes are not going to. Depending on who you are, don't get me wrong. You got some fucking serious ass haters, but most dudes ain't gonna hate on the next dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they'll tell you definitely what, like, look, Slim or lame or something like that or whatever. You know, they definitely gonna put it out there, but he ain't gonna hate on the next dude. So you kind of it's kind of issue there. You know what I'm saying? No,
Well,
you
that's the
probably
same
don't know
thing
what I'm
with
saying.
women too. You know, I was in the bathroom and there was a chick that we was at the hair salon, and the lady who was in the bathroom with me, so the hair salon is in the mall, and the hair salon itself doesn't have a bathroom. She got to go in the mall bathroom, and the lady was leaving to go to work after she got her hair done. The only reason I know that because I was in the hair salon with her, and I had to go to the bathroom. Her person got done with her hair, and the person got done with my hair, so we both headed down the hall. Anyway, she was getting ready to go out the bathroom. Her dress was caught up. The back of her dress was caught up in her panties and her stocking. Do you think any of them women told her that? She had to leave the bathroom would have her dress up in her panties, and nobody told her. And I went out,
Wow,
I was
that's fucked
washing
up.
my hands and stuff, and the two chicks was laughing. And I said, I'm. She said, why you didn't tell her? The other chick said, that bitch ain't gonna look better than me. Blah blah blah. Blah. And so I hurry up and left, and I'm walking down the hall. Hey, you! Hey, in the dress with your panties in your dress. Your panties is in your dress. So she, they ain't tell her. Y'all
That's
remember
petty.
in Living Color? In Living Color, the TV show? They used to
Yeah,
depict how women was. So the women would go in the bathroom, and the chick say, "Help me put my lipstick on," and the girl would draw her lipstick all jacked up on her face and tell her she looked good.
that's petty.
And the other girl would help her. She's supposed to be straightening out her wig, and she have it all crooked and looking dumb because they hating on each other.
Wow, that's petty.
High next level.
Hey,
So
I
man,
got into a scary situation. Like, you know what I mean? Just because you say the bathroom and everything like that, I got into a scary situation, right? During the time that me and my wife was together, her and my daughter's mother was in the bathroom together. Like we had a party and we in there, we enjoying ourselves. She said she had to go to the restroom. I said, okay. All right, fine. I said, well, I'm gonna sit back at the table. It was at a BYOB type party. You had to bring your own drinks and things, stuff like that.
Hey.
Um, and we sitting there. I'm just sitting there chilling, and I'm looking at my clock. I'm looking at my watch, like, damn, what took us so? What's taking you so long? Well, kind of find out when she came back to the table, she was in the bathroom talking to my daughter's mother. I said, Lord Jesus, hold on, wait
Oh
a
my.
minute. Wait a minute. Are you okay? You know what I mean? You ain't got no scratches or no war scars or anything like that, right? She's like, no, I'm fine. But I said, it was just like, I'm like, oh, my heart started beating so fucking fast. I'm like, what the hell?
Next
Yeah,
level, what's the deal, my mans? How you feeling, man?
feeling phenomenal, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Blessed.
Yeah, absolutely. How's everybody else doing?
all right, all right.
Good, man.
How you feel about the topic, man?
Hey, man, it's
This
hard for
gonna
me.
be a stinger right here, man, because I see some things.
It's hard for me to it's hard for me to comment on, man, because I don't know how it feels. I don't know how it is to hate on a person or to not like a person because of what they got, man. Because everything I do, man, you got to begin with yourself. Like
Hmm.
I'm gonna show up as me, any room I walk into. So I'm gonna be good with me regardless. When I walk out the house, I'm good with me. So any room I walk in, any building, any place, anybody got I'm good with me. And you got to be good with yourself, man, to
Got to.
talk about something else. The biggest thing, I guess, the biggest analogy I come up with, man, since I've been in the automobile industry, is that people talk about people's cars, right?
Hmm.
And I talk to people all the time, and I ask them, why you buying this car? You like it? Yeah, I like the car, but everybody like it. Everybody got one. All right, so you buying a car for your neighbor then? All right, cool. So you're not good with yourself. And you're like, what? Yeah, you're not good with yourself, right? What do you like? So, if I see a nice car and it's not for me, I mean, it's not a nice car. It's just not, I don't like it. It's not for me. but it's still a nice car, you know. But other than that, man, like when I said if dude got a nice pair of shoes on, nice car, I tell him if he in talking distance of me to tell him, hey man, it's a nice car, man, nice shoes, whatever. First of all, you always want to be around people that can match your energy or raise your energy level. It can raise your ability to your appearance around. You don't want to be always the flyest person in the room, or you don't got to be the smartest person in the room, or the person with the most money in the room. That means there's no way you can grow what you're reaching towards. So to me, I like people to be around me who got a little more than me, or a little smarter than me, or know a little more than me, or just have a little more so you can increase who you are. Build your circle.
Right.
And you just level up, man. It's like leveling up doesn't mean that you have to look down on people because you got more than them. Because going into it, you got more. You just trying to make yourself feel better.
Right.
And talking about somebody gonna it don't make you any better. Like you talking about somebody, it don't make you any better. It didn't make you any cuter. It didn't make you any more handsome than you talking about the next person. You just trying to draw the attention off of them and put it back on yourself. And sometimes somebody in the room can have the light on them for a second, man. Or, it might not be your day. It's simple. You walk into a place and people get attention or whatever. It's their day, man. They took a lot of time on that outfit, or they cleaned their car really nice before they came to their cookout, or that dish they bought. But as far as
you handsome.
I appreciate it, man. I really do. I appreciate that.
Who gives you the authority to give someone a compliment? Number 2.
I knew he was gonna do it. Who gives you the authority to give someone a compliment?
Hey, you made me think of something though. When you was talking about, and that's why I mentioned that in one of my contents I made about people be trying to be better than other people rather than be better than themselves. You know what I'm saying? The goal is to be better than yourself, not be better than other people. You know what I'm saying? This is that competition stuff that's where a lot of us be, get into it with or separate off of. There was always some competitiveness or something. So competitiveness is not always a good thing all the time.
One thing I talk about, man, in some of my trainings is this: when you comparing yourself to people, you stealing your own joy, because you don't know what you're comparing to.
Right.
Right. People gonna show you that. I mean, it's like you meet a girl. You're not gonna tell her your flaws up front. Hey, baby, I ain't that neat. My feet stink. I ain't, baby. I don't know. My breath ain't always. Hey, no, man. I'm gonna pick the best 5 things and tell it to you in a row, and tell it to you again another way. So you compare yourself to a person that has this many flaws as you do, and comparison. This is how I put it, man. And a lot of people don't like it, and I get some feedback from people that don't like it. But to me, it's the truth, and it works, right? And I've learned this over the length of time and working in different industries, man. I've been around different people. People at the bottom compare and compete. People at the top, they collaborate and network. They just do. People collaborate and network the best. They probably in the best situations because they take your talent, your greatness, and add it to theirs. They don't take their greatness and compare it to your weakness. That makes no sense. Everybody got talent. Everybody got a gift. Everybody got something great at, right? I'm gonna take yours. I'm gonna use it. Hey, you know what, man? Hey, Kev, I can use you on my team, man. You do that. You do that graphics, man. You great at that. Instead of you saying, "Oh man, you know what, man? I did my graphics, man. And mine looks similar to yours, man." Man, you know damn well his look better than yours. Hey, listen to me. Hey, look, your page right now is one of the best looking pages on TikTok, right? And if anybody tell you any different, they don't like it. They really don't have a nice page. I mean, it is
Everybody's opinion,
and
everybody's judgment.
it is their opinion and their judgment. But when people give their opinion and they don't like it, that means they just want to talk. Because you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. You don't have to come out and say, "Hey, man, I don't like your car." Hey, man, didn't anybody ask you? You didn't ask you. But to me, I like uplifting people, right? And if you're the opposite, it's 2 different people in the world. You got bucket kickers and bucket fillers. And bucket kickers, I'm always kick your bucket over, knock your sand out your bucket to make your bucket less.
Wow.
A bucket filler, you walk past somebody, you don't have I don't have to have a clue who you are. But you don't know. Words can change the direction of somebody's life or day. But
Yes.
you gotta be careful
Yes.
though, because direction can go both ways, up or down.
Yep.
So just choose what you say to compliment somebody. Just choose it wisely, because if it's edgy to you in your mind, it's edgy to them too. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, they can do without saying it, because you don't know what they've been through. But you know what? If you got something great to say to somebody to add to their day, if you can add something, think about this real quick. If you got the ability in tomorrow to change somebody's life, would you do it?
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So just
Yeah.
do it. Hey man, you might see a girl, she might be so self-conscious about herself, about her weight, about her size, about the way she look, whatever. Guess what? Hey, ma'am, I gotta stop you for a second. I'm not hitting on you, I'm married. Hey man, you beautiful. And walk off.
Mm.
You don't know what it did to her. You don't know how it made her feel. You don't know what she could do from that. You don't know that she might have dug out of a hole. And people say, well, it don't matter to people. Well, it does
It
sometimes.
does matter.
It
It
I
does matter.
does.
agree.
It
It
does matter,
matters.
because you
It
showing an
matters
act of
a lot.
kindness, man, and it come back on you, especially if you got kids. You know, because
Mm-hmm.
whatever you teach your kids, bullies in school. And I tell people all the time, they're bullies. And more than likely, their parents do the same thing. They just do it in a different way. They articulate it differently, but they bullies, because they are used to criticizing or finding the negative in something. The person who finds a negative in everything is always going to be unhappy with themselves,
Exactly.
because they so used to
Pessimistic.
looking for something that's wrong instead of looking at the 95% that's right. Come
Yep. And
home,
there's
the whole
wrong and
house
right in this
clean.
world.
Baby, I did a good day. I washed clothes, washed dishes. I put the joint up. Hey, baby. Hey, there was a sock outside in the yard. Hey, baby, you see the other shit? Did you see the other stuff I did? But you found something that was incomplete.
Right.
But 95% of it was complete. So what are you focusing on? The
The
analogy I give with
negative.
that is,
Right.
if you come home, your kids bring two different type of parents, two different type of people. Your kids bring home a report card. They got 7 classes, 6 A's, and a C. What do you focus on first? The
My
I'm
C
mama
or
was
the
focused
A's?
on that C.
For me, baby, great job. You
gonna
are
focus on
knocking out
that.
the
I'm gonna
box.
focus on those
Good
A's.
gracious. You put in all this work. What can I do to help you pull this C up?
They're nice. That's how you
I'm
do it.
still going to
Yeah.
address the C, but
Yep.
don't go to what's a deficiency first. Go to the strength base first, and then go.
Exactly.
Always go positive then negative.
That's nice. I like that
That's
one.
it. But
But
if you
isn't
go
that
negative
I,
the
first,
way
I
then
got
you're looking
another
for
one
something
though.
wrong in everything you do in your life. It goes,
Yeah.
some people would call
however you
that
are in your life
passive
is what come
aggressive?
out of your mouth. You
Passive
live in
Passive
aggressive.
chaos,
aggressive.
you live in discomfort,
Mm-hmm.
you live in insecurities. Your verbiage go say discomfort, chaos, and insecurities. But
Mm-hmm.
you good with yourself, you come from a peaceful place, and you think you're successful, you think you doing well, you kind, you just, it's gonna come out the same way that you live in.
Yep.
Right.
Next level.
Next
So I come on
level.
topic.
Can I ask you a question? Because some people would call that passive aggressive. For instance, I watched a lady at the store, and she had on a nice outfit. She went in the fitting room, and she came out, and whoever the guy was, I can't tell y'all if it was her husband, her boyfriend, or what. But she said, "How does this outfit look?" And then he was like, "Well, it looked kind of cute, but it make your ass look big." Right? And so she goes and puts on another one, and it was a nice outfit, and same thing. And he was like, "Well, I don't know, it's okay, but I don't think you should wear that because it just makes you look like you screaming for too young." And it was, so it's that passive aggressiveness, is you give me a compliment in one hand and slap me down with something negative in the other hand. Isn't that the same when you tell
Is that
them?
could that be honesty too at the same time? I'm
I
trying to
don't
wonder.
think
That
that's the
sound.
same.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't think that that's the same. That would be the considered to be the same situation. I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying, but what Next Level said and the way he was speaking, I think it's
mm.
something totally different
Yeah, most
based off
definitely.
what he was
You
saying.
still got to
Right.
address the problem, but just congratulate them at the same time on what the rights they did, and realize you can
Mm-hmm.
do better. You know what I'm saying, on certain stuff. I can't hear. Don't know what happened. What the heck? You probably have to leave it. Oh, you can't even hear me. But I was
No,
about to mention about what he had said earlier, right? Was hold up, let's see, about the only time I use comparison, right? I compare a situation, and it's like for a motivating thing. I don't compare about saying I'm better. I compare as in like when you think you at your lowest and stuff. I'll be comparing the situation as in like no is always worse. You know what I'm saying? That situation could be worse. You know what I'm saying? To help uplift people. Like, well, you crying about not having no fingers. Some people don't got no arm. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. I put it in that way for people to be more appreciative of just things in life in general, because you can always be worse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And there's people
You
that's
can
always better than you too. So I mean,
I mean, you can always be worse, but like you said, you know what I'm saying? It's about how you look at life. Believe
yep,
me, they life get on my goddamn nerves, but you know what? I could be worse off than other folks. So I'm
yeah,
like,
that's exactly right.
my name says it all. Always
I
chilling.
already see you already laying down with the phone as I tell you, like it's like
Yeah.
the
Listen here, you see the lights? I got the lights on and everything like that. I way back.
Oh, I see
Mhm.
both of y'all connections. I see it low. You and Angel and Nate's level. That's probably why y'all couldn't hear.
Mm-hmm.
I see y'all connections. The connection to the host. But yeah, man. What's the deal, CD? Mm, it'll be all right. We gonna try to hear it out, you know. They just got
I'll
your,
be
I don't know.
back later, Kev. I gotta run the towel.
All right, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm. How you feeling, CD in the building? Everybody follow CD, man. He been in here for a while. We trying to get his followers up, man, so he can get up in this box, man. He gonna have a whole mouthful when he get in this box. Like, I've been wanting to talk about this since 2019. I couldn't say that, and then I was in that comments. Yeah. What's the deal, Angel? You say you what? You say you had a gift?
It sounded like she said she had a game. She got a
Oh,
game.
oh, game. What you got? Oh, you talking about to drop you? Your connection. Your con. Oh, drop. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. Oh, oh, you said you gotta fix his connection too. Oh, yeah. What's that? You said a gift? You talking about like? Hold up, let me see. Like this? Hold up. Like that? Your connection is so down. I have a game, so back me up with gifts. Oh, okay, okay, okay. How was that? I'm trying to understand what that means. How do you back somebody up with gifts? Well, folks, yeah, accountability, judgment, them are the same thing when it comes to that. Or what's the other one? Control. That word, control. They hate that word. Oh my.
You, hey, at the end of the day, you tried, bro. Like you tried. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Mm.
Angel about to write a whole paragraph for me in a minute. You share your coins or gift with me, and I will use it to go and win. I'm broke. That junk ain't free. I must have wrote money. You judged me and thought I had money or something. I'm broke. I'm in America. I probably could get, I got you. Let me back you up with this then real quick. Bow. I'm gonna give you that just for showing your face. Let me
Boom.
see. You gotta do something for that though. It's like, no, I'm talking. What the heck?
So,
That's how they get down in America. Oh, control now. I'm triggered. Ah, that's funny. Yeah. We was talking about that in that one live, man. I said I could feel like I can understand that the word control, right? I feel like that's more of a masculine trigger if that was the case, right? Because as a masculine, like it's more of a leader type mentality, right?
hey,
Right.
look at what's her name? She said her name is uh Boss. Her name is Angel Boss. You share your coins or gifts with me. Is that the same person who you talking about?
Who what?
She said, "What? You share your coins or gifts with me, and I will."
Use it to go and win. That's why I wonder what's the game they playing. Y'all done made a bet over there or something? Watch I get these mini coins though. You done told on yourself? No, I'm broke. I'm broke. You lost this game today. Said I'm gonna pray for you. He said I'm gonna pray for you to not be broke. Uh, man, control is a responsibility thing for us. Most definitely, right. And most of the time, even with control, right? Some of us lose control, so somebody got to control what we lose, and then sometimes that's like simply just getting sent to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you go. I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
shoot, we need control in life. That's the only way to be have like even following orders, right? That's still a form of control. Because if we had, like, imagine that opposite of control, that'd be like more of a chaotic type thing. If you ain't had no control or order in your life, it'd be chaos. You know what I'm saying? So, Angel, you say she trying to win that game. I want to know what that game is, man. Want to play a game? Somebody play a saw. But you welcome though. You got that mic. I gave you that microphone. I hope that help you win. Uh, all right, CD. Who controlling the car? Who keeps the car on the road? Exactly. But imagine the car say, "You ain't controlling me." You know what I'm saying? Hmm. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you're trying to control things, many times it means you're out of control. Most definitely. Exactly. That's why I talk about
Hey,
emotional
yeah,
control all the time. People don't like that word. Don't say that. It's
yeah.
emotional and intelligence. Even within emotional intelligence, you got to have emotional regulation, aka emotional control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, within yourself, you gotta have emotional regulation within yourself.
Yeah.
It's no in hell you could be off the rockers and trying to control stuff. Nah, you gotta control yourself first before you control anything else.
Exactly. I feel you on that. I feel you. I feel you. But a lot of people don't have control of self. That's why they got to get put in situations that they are not in.
Which goes to that
Because
not
if you don't
loving
control yourself, somebody will at the end of the day, no matter how you want to put it.
no bullshit. But that also falls in like if you can't control yourself, you don't love yourself. You don't. You know what I
Nope.
mean? Like you fall in all the negatives. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
if you lose
crazy.
control, it's over. Yeah, it's really over. If you lose control of yourself, it's kind of over. Because you're going to be doing whatever you feel, right? Your emotions, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's like one of the biggest things we got to control first. And we got to understand ourselves first, though. And understanding is literally the key to life. That's what I say. I know they say
That
communication and stuff, but I'm understanding it. That's a whole nother level. You
uh,
communicate to understand.
communication is good. Communication is good no matter how you look at the broad scape of it.
Yeah.
Communication is good. But when you dealing with yourself and all of yourself is first of all, like you said, like you have to love yourself first
Yeah.
before you communicate properly with
Yep.
someone.
Mm-hmm.
You if you don't love everything about yourself, you can't communicate properly with this woman. Or
Right.
you just can't.
Can't. Everything, dude, literally starts with self love, self.
All of that.
There's
Just
so
say
much. I don't know why I'm brain fart, but I, I know it's a whole list. Self
all of that.
love, self control, self understanding yourself, uh, self forgive yourself. Everything you can't forget. You can't. How you gonna forgive somebody else? You don't even know how to forgive yourself.
All of that. That's what it falls under. It falls under all of that.
hmm
All put
It's
that in a
genuine though. When you understand this stuff yourself, then you'll be able to give it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you teach something you don't know?
that's true. That's facts. That is fact.
But people be playing that. They play that role though. They look at stuff, and that's the reason why. Even like I think I had this topic before about the like parenting and stuff. Like a lot of us, just because it's no booklet on parenting, so just the every parent be thinking that um they feel like you can't get taught. You know what I'm saying? But all we know is our own kids. You know what I'm saying? Even with your kids, like that change. You know what I'm saying? Just because you a parent, that don't mean that you could be able to. That don't mean that you can teach others how to parent either. All you know how to do is parent your child. But I know what I'm a firm believer is it's a common denominator because you could be prepared for parenting, right? So you don't have to be a parent to be prepared for parenting. That's just like being prepared for marriage, right? You can know the things to do and then you got to experience it after that. But if you're not prepared, then you know what I'm saying? So it's something that got to get taught. Sometimes you learn from other experiences too. What the heck? Multi guess this thing. What the heck was that? But you got to go somewhere. So it'd be, I don't know. It's weird. It's funny to me. Like, you don't have to experience things to know about it, for real. Not all the time. Because I'm not about to experience of smoking a cigarette to know you can get cancer from it. I'm not about to do that. I never smoked before, so I seen it from other people, and that's where wisdom come in from. Learn from other people. Not
Some
that word.
some people just don't get it though, bro. They don't get it.
Nah,
Okay? You could take one of them and you could jack them up by that neck and slam them up against a goddamn door and they still
still
won't
won't
get it.
get it. Yeah, I feel you on that too. I understand that too. I feel
They
you on that
still
though.
won't get it.
It's like even with our own kids, like it's only so much, but all we can do is just, try our best to help one another. I don't think we live in life just for ourselves. I say that a lot too. We be feeling like we just here just to live our life for ourselves, but I think we're here to impact one another and help each other grow or love one another. I don't think love is just only meant to just keep to self. You know what I'm saying? Even like if we want to think about it that way, imagine our maker that had the mentality, you know what I'm saying? Because all he needs is to love himself. He ain't had to create more people. It was obvious he wanted to spread his love. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of our job too, is to impact one another, even if it's a negative way or a positive. But either way, it's something either to learn from or or that way learn what to do and what not to do. Sometimes some people are good examples and bad examples. That's just how it is.
I'm officially about to be a pop. So my daughter called me the other day, and she's grown, and only thing I could do was give her advice. Like, listen, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's all I could do was give her advice. You know what I mean? This is your choice. This is your decision. And she know that I don't care for the dude or whatever, but I don't hate him or anything like that. But she definitely know I dislike him. And I think when she called me, I think she was trying to get me to basically, basically it was like, that's my daughter. I was like, baby, you trying to gaslight me? Because I will come out there. Like, you're not going to do that because you're my child. I love you. And you are 23 years old. You got to make this decision based off how you feel. You know what I mean? I don't, but I don't. And now I won't say I don't. I'm not going to say I hate the boy. I just like the boy. But the decisions that you made is the decisions that you got to deal with. You said you want to have this baby. He's already being a jackass. And he was a jackass before he even got pregnant. You
Hmm.
you got to make those decisions. Me, if you gonna have this baby, all right. Well, then I'm looking forward to being a papa.
You know the funny part about that though, because they at first they don't want you in that situation. They probably won't want you. They don't want you in your business, right? And as soon as stuff goes south, then they expect you to help them after that. Like, but that don't
Yeah,
make sense. I'm trying to save you, but you ain't want to listen in. But then you expect me, or you're entitled to me helping you now. Make that make sense.
right. I told when I
You're
first
supposed to be my father. You're supposed to look out for me. Was trying to look out for you, but you ain't want to hear me.
when I met this dude, do you know he slapped my hand? I said, "Hold up, Slim. Hold up." I had to catch myself, right? Because the hood almost came out of me. So I had to back
Hmm.
down again for a minute. Hold tight. I had to back down again and say, "Hold, bro. What? Wait a minute. This is not what we doing. Hold on.
This ain't it.
Step back. Step back." And this is what I did to him, right? Because I was at her mother house. I said,
Hmm.
"Step back for a minute." I shut the door. I shut the door right in his fucking face. I shut the door right in his face. And then I opened up the door and said, "Hold on, we're gonna try this again. First of all, what you need to understand, nigga, I'm not your homeboy. I ain't your homeboy." And man, when I say I got in his ass, boy, my daughter was so mad. I said, "Bro, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. And what's that shit in your goddamn mouth? Take that shit out. And why you ain't got no fucking haircut? Boy, do you got a job?" I said,
Got on him. That's he smacked some reality in that situation. Now he's like, oh, hold up, now it's that time. You hit the right button today.
went straight down on him. My daughter was so mad. Like, why you had to do that? I don't care about none of that you talking about. No, nigga, no, hell no, hell no. But you know what? Whatever it was is that I'm trying to cut my phone off. Whatever it was that I guess I made, and I guess I made a good thing on him, because when I met his mom said, "Whatever it is that you said to him, he is scared of you." He's scared of you. He's like, and his mom even told me, like, "I appreciate whatever it is that you said to him." I'm like, yeah, I said, yeah. I'm like, nah, I was like, whatever. I said, you know what I mean? Like, I just spoke to him, you know what I mean? The way I should have spoke to him, and the way he reacted, the way he did,
Right.
which caused my reaction as a dad. And I just went basically as a dad, not as a dad because that's my daughter, but as a dad that basically this young man needs a man or father in his life, somebody to guide him or show him this is what it's supposed to be like.
Sometimes it be like that. That's why I be saying though, like You don't if you don't get checked when you don't get checked, the world will check you. So it's like no matter how we want to look at it, you just can't avoid it. So that's why it's best to try to take all the advice we can, because we can't expect the world to wrap around our finger about how we feel and stuff. Be coming with this, who are you to check me? Well, that don't work in the real world. You can't ask them questions because they gonna do it anyways. This is funny. You can't stop nobody. That's like me saying, who are you to rob me? I mean, it just happened. They gonna do it. They can care less about what you think or feel. All I can tell you is how to try to avoid getting robbed. It's reality, man. Life itself is a gamble, so it's like when you make good choices and bad choices, that's just how it is.
That's just
But we
how
got
it.
our best to prevent it. We gotta try our best to prevent it. Learn from one another, man. Try to take the best advice we can that possibly can help us progress, not get set back. That's exactly how I waver right and wrong. If you progressing in life, that's the right way. You know, if you're getting set back, it's the wrong. It's just flat out. So it's a such thing as right and wrong. It's even though right and wrong is subjective, it's still a such thing as right and wrong. It's a right way to play basketball. It's a wrong way to play basketball.
Do you know I had it was a conversation on my job, right, with the little youngers that's on my job.
Hmm.
And I don't know how it came up. It just came up. These little dudes did not know that when you walk it with your girl, she walks on the inside.
Oh,
And
I
then
heard about that.
and what
Uh,
I said when I looked at him, he was like, "Why the fuck she gotta walk on the inside?" I said, "What?"
the morals. It's the I get you. Yeah, that's just like putting the table down. I mean, putting the seat down, toilet seat down for when you leave out the toilet or the bathroom.
I say, bro. So
Manners.
let's say y'all walking down the street, right? And I give him a scenario. I say y'all walking down the street, and you mean to tell me that you gonna let your girl walk on the left side, with the left side being the outside,
Hmm.
and you gonna walk on the right side? He like, yeah. What's wrong with that? I said, oh God, y'all really don't know what it is to be a gentleman. And I had to explain to them,
Gotta blame the parent.
you never let your girl walk on the outside like that, bro.
Hmm.
They
If they
call
don't know, their parent didn't tell them so. It's always go back to the parenting. They probably
oh,
didn't care to teach them.
it definitely did. I said, y'all niggas, all y'all 20 and whatever, y'all 20 plus years old, see they in their 20s. I said, yeah, I need to meet y'all parents.
Right.
Meet y'all parents for real. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is y'all cheating? Y'all showing what are y'all talking to these kids about? Y'all ain't teaching these kids nothing, man. My 16-year-old already knew when him and his mother is walking down the street, he know to put his mother on the right side. And
Well,
I taught him that you put your mother on the right side no matter what.
yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Hmm.
I went through a little thing with my oldest boy is 28. I went through one. Oh, he's 28 now, but I went through one thing with him is that he kept holding his head down. I'm like, why you hold your head down so much? That's a sign. That's a sign of discomfort. That's a sign of everything. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. You know, I don't care. So what? Hold your head up. You need
Gotta
to know
be better.
what's going on. Hold your head up. But you know what he said? He said, "Dad, I'm not like you. You ain't gotta be like me. I don't need you to be like me. But what I need you to be is a man. You're getting older. This is during the time of his high school. His high
Hmm.
school. I'm like, I need you to understand that you are getting older now. So you need to make sure that you're keeping your head up. It ain't about you just being thug and all this and all that, but you need your
Right.
whole head up so you know what's going on around you and you hold that confidence. That's it, because and this is just my view, and anybody else that's in here, y'all more than welcome to tell me that I'm wrong or anything like that. But my view is that you hold your head up, especially when you walking around other men, because these people out here, because you keeping your head down and you walking, you're showing that uh you have
Like confidence and all that stuff.
yes, yeah, and people pry on things like that. People pry on things like that, especially asshole guys. They pry on things like that. If you're walking and things like that, and you're not, you just they pry on things like that. I guess that you could say that it's like animals. Animals can smell or see when when you don't have that confidence or anything like that. And I'm like, so just when you walking, just hold your head high. You ain't gotta be this heroic type of dude or nothing like that. But when you keep your head down and you walking, especially when you, because I spotted him one day. I was at the mall and he was at the mall, and I spotted him one day, and I seen him put his head down once he was walking past a couple guys. I didn't say nothing to him about that because he was with his girlfriend and everything like that. I let it go, all of that. But what I did was I just pulled him to the side and I had a conversation with him. And he explained to me, that's when he said that I'm not like you with the confidence and everything like that, and nah, nah. Well, he's not my He's not my he's not my blood. He's a child that I raised from a little kid and everything like that. So he is my child,
Mm.
everything. But I still nah, we ain't doing that. This is not going to.
Right. That's good judgment right there. That's what I would call that. Slip that back into the topic.
Throw that judgment right back in there.
Right.
Just
Good judgment, right. Keeping your head up will give you good judgment. That's a judgment about that judgment. You know what I'm saying? You see how it's gonna be.
top of judgment.
hmm Lovely, you ain't here still? What you doing, man? What you doing, man? Come on up in the box unless you at work or something with it. I guess all the people sleep for now. Hopefully they be in here. I'm gonna be on for a couple more hours anyway. So, oh, there you go, lovely. Go ahead and get these. I know you be having questions and stuff. Go ahead, we can get some topics started.
I'm just enjoying my relaxing Sunday. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm blessed. Better than my yesterday. You know I gotta say it daily. As always.
As you should. I'm just meal prepping for the week.
Meal prep. Oh, okay. Okay.
You got the container?
Trying to save money, man. I can't afford to be eating out, door dashing and Instagramming.
Yeah,
I'm trying to prep my lunches.
right. You say Instagram.
It's the car.
Oh. You can take a picture of your food and stuff. Uh-oh, don't tell me you one of those. Look at
No, no, no.
this.
Every once in a
Instagram.
while, if I cook a good meal.
I can't even get on Instagram. Ban me, so I'm done off of Instagram.
Mm,
Right. Insta. Insta gratification.
the only Instagram I use, if I even post, is for my work.
Uh-huh. All right, we posted all my content on Instagram. I lost my other page. Post that on Facebook, YouTube, here, Clapper. Funny app. Sound funny. Clapper.
Hey, that's a new one right there. Clapper. I ain't never heard of that one.
You're
Was that
right. It's not how you think it is. You can actually watch this in
Yeah.
daylight.
It's it's like a mini TikTok because you
It's like
can't
a
go
tick.
live like this like a mini TikTok.
Hmm.
okay?
You can only do like two people in a box, like YouTube do, two people in a box, and you can
Oh,
post like TikTok. Yeah.
I'm still
Yep.
trying to get this podcast going.
is it
Hmm.
just do you have to have a certain amount of people with followers on it?
On that one, that's the only thing sweet about that. Nope, you can just go live.
Oh, it's different. Mm-hmm.
Go live, and the person can go live with you. So only two people at a time. This one you can have nine people.
But I was searching. I was on World Star one time, and that's how I just happened to run into World Star that you can go live on World Star now.
Wow. Go on there live to say World Star on World Star.
Oh, they be big on World Star. I was like, Jesus, oh God, what the
Uh,
hell?
uh,
You gotta create no account or nothing. You could just go on World Star and then just go live. I said, oh,
right. I wonder what's the limit on there.
yeah. From what I found out, and from what I see, it ain't no limit. I just happened to log
Be having sex videos on there. It'd be the new hub, the new hubby hub.
bro, and I was just like, what
Oh, we
the
know you outside, lovely.
I can't mute. I am outside. The wind is blowing. I'm by the pool.
and yeah, I seen live. I said, live? Hold up, wait, what the hell? All right, bet. Say less. I go live. I'm on live, and shit just start popping up on my page. Just said, what the hell is going on?
Wow.
Like I'm like, hold up, I ain't on Twitter right now, right? Well, I'm on World Star Live.
Right. Is this what else? Oh, finally let you mute. Oh, this thing tripping. TikTok tripping today. I had to check and make sure there was no updates and stuff.
Bruh, that's
Hold up. This. Did I click the wrong website?
yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I felt. I said,
You got to
oh,
look at that. Had to look at the link again. Like, hold up. Let me make sure this. I don't remember doing this.
that's
All of a sudden, I need my lotion now.
yeah, it was definitely on and pop, and I was like, oh,
Whoa there. Was you judging it? Like that.
I,
Make it.
I said, yo, this is crazy, bruh. Like, look, that's like, man, I'm going to fuck to sleep. Fuck this, because this is not
Uh,
right now. Hell no.
mm-hmm.
I
That's
ain't,
funny that we be saying about that. We can't judge a book by its cover, but that's something we unintentionally do, no matter how we want to speak on it or not. Let's make it funny. That's what we do. We can't help it. But I get what they mean, what they're trying to do about that, because a lot of stuff shows looks can be deceiving sometimes. So I mean, I can feel it though. But then again, that's just part of us. It's part of our protection mechanism. So if we just don't, yeah, otherwise, if we don't judge, just like being naive or something like that, just look, yeah, and keep making the same mistakes or something like that. So it's just like, how do you learn if you don't have that in you? Okay, I know that lions bite, so I know not to mess with that thing with the hair on his face. Then you might get to know one, and the lion might eat grass, so you might be good.
right.
But don't do that. Don't give it the same energy for all of them, though. Can't expect that. I know you eat grass too. Then your ass is grass. Ain't no. Let me stop.
So
One.
I ran into a chick that I was at a bar one night, right? And Me and her, we chilling, we enjoying ourselves. Obviously, we eating wings and we drinking and we enjoying ourselves. She decided that she was going to leave with me because I'm single. She decided she was going to leave with me,
Hmm.
and hold up, she decided that she was going to leave with me, so she left with me. Everything we go home, we do what we do.
Hmm. Chilled.
Well, guess what? I seen her 2 weeks later in another club, and I couldn't even remember her name.
Oh my. You don't remember me?
I remember her face, but I couldn't remember her name. I I could not remember her name for nothing. It was a good night. We had a good night and everything.
All right,
Like
love.
I just couldn't remember her name. I'm
It
like,
wasn't that good to forget. Oh, you said it's the name. I got you. You said you remember the face, but not the name.
yeah, I remember her face. I looked at her. I dead ass looked at her, and she slapped the holy shit out of me.
Oh my.
My homeboy said, "Yo, what the fuck?" I said, "Yo." I said, that was Shorty that was at the crib like the other night. I just can't remember her name.
Hurt her feelings.
And it hurt her feelings really bad. It hurt her. Still to this day, I can't remember her name. Like, yo, that's terrible. I gotta do better. I gotta do better.
That's funny. Dang. He was over there like, whatever. I know what I want. I can remember that time I had.
And Slim, let me tell you, when I
That's
could tell,
her fault. So she could. That be that she ain't. She ain't want to present her name. So she was on the same tip as you. She can't. That was her being had this entitlement that you should know her name. She ain't make sure you knew her name before it happened. So that's her fault.
I could tell you she was bossing. She was bossing. I could tell you that right now.
Literally.
She was on one.
Unforgettable. Uh-oh, Tay.
I just couldn't remember her name. I'm like, what the fuck? Hold up. What's your name? Fuck. Boy, I got the worst slap in my goddamn face. I ain't never got that slap, that type of slap. Whoa. Oh, it was females that was in the club when she slapped me. It was females in the club that came to me and said, like, bro, what the fuck? You want me to beat that bitch up? No, 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 no,
We
no.
good. We good. I did enough beating up last night.
Like, no. We,
She getting her lick back.
I'm good. Like, no, she slapped the shit out of you. I said, yep, and I'm gonna eat that. It said, I said, I'm gonna eat that. We're gonna show her some respect. Like, well, who was that bitch? I said, I don't know, but I know her face, so let it go.
Right. I seen it enough. I remember. That's how
Let it.
you know you. I was about to say, if you ain't remember her face, you already know what position you probably put her in. Just turn your head that way. We ain't got to worry about the rest.
Bro, that's not the first time. So here's another story. Here's another story. So once again, you know what I mean? I like to party. So I'm always out and I'm always having fun. I'm always enjoying myself. But I can't help the fact that, yeah, I'm a very flirterish type guy. So I'm in this party and I'm sitting down. I'm probably sitting with what? Maybe five different girls that's sitting at this table with me, and I'm chilling, everything like that. Oh, don't and I don't spend a lot of money or nothing like that. I'm just chilling, I hang with a lot of girls. I will go out, everything and shit like that or whatever. So this girl that I was fooling around with, she got a husband. So now
Oh
this,
my.
she got a husband. She got a whole husband. She comes through the door. And then her husband comes to the door. I said, fuck this bitch. Fuck,
Mm.
man. So she spots me. She see me sitting at a table with a bunch of girls, with a bunch of women and everything. And then she texts me. She ain't call me. She texts me. She be like, bring your ass over here. I'm like, so I get up and I go. I'm a toxic nigga. I like toxic shit. So I goes over there to her. I goes over there to her. First thing she do is she grab me by my throat and sling me out the door, whatever. Not sling me, but drag me out the door. But she got me by my throat. She already know. Look, don't play with me. You starting because you got me by my throat. And I seen you coming here with your husband. You already know that that's a spot for me. You can't grab me by my throat. I love a woman that grabs me by my throat. She grabs me by my hold on, bro. So she grabs me by my throat and we go outside. Her husband is still inside the party. Do I need to say anything else on
Oh my.
yes. I went there. Even though her husband was there, she was ready to go there, so I went there.
They
Yes.
said it is what it is. Oh my.
I went there. I was like, fuck it. It is what it is. Fuck it. It's like this nigga, he like a 6'12". This nigga big as hell. I was like, this nigga gonna fuck me up if he catch me fucking his wife. I ain't give a shit. Fuck that. She pulled her truck. She drive at that during that time she was driving a 2006 Durango. She was driving a 2006 Durango, and she pulled that joker up there and went all the way up in the back after she cussed me out and all that sort of shit. Girl, fuck that. Bend over. Bend over. That's, I ain't care about that now. It's bend over. All right.
Your new name is Bendova.
Bend,
Bendova.
that was it. Bend over. I can, and to solidify that, I swear, I'm like, that girl, man, that girl was terrible. She was definitely toxic. And I like the toxic. I love the toxicity shit.
She said,
I don't think
what?
I've ever heard anyone say that they like the toxic shit.
Oh, I love
I
it.
don't hear too many people saying that.
I love it.
That's like saying I'm gonna wake up in the morning and have a shitty day.
Oh
That
no,
part.
toxic as in people that's addicted to toxic stuff. It's people that do that for sure. Or,
hmm
well, I don't know about the acting idiot. I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. But it's people. I heard it a lot of times. I ain't gonna lie. Some people be
Well,
saying that
some
junk.
people like that's all they're used to is
That's
chaos.
why they go to toxic rooms if they didn't like it so much.
hmm
They just don't want to own up to it.
You gotta own up to it. Own up to it. I stand strong to the toxic. Hey, but a toxic woman, believe me, that thing, boy, that joker is crazy. That joker is crazy, dude. Yo, once you enter into that life, you enter into that life, be like, what the fuck, yo? You can't, you ain't gonna be able to hold back. You ain't gonna be able to hold back no more. Man, yeah, yo, CB say, who controlling, who controlling the car keeps the car in the road. What you mean, bro?
That is
You
true.
gotta elaborate on that
There
right
is
there.
different levels of toxicity. Here's my thing. This is what I
Oh,
don't
I agree
understand.
with
What
you on that one too. I agree with you on that one.
there's this
So,
when people are
what's the
so
level that you
toxic.
deal with? What's the level that you would deal with?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I think the
So
hard
you
part
like
prevents.
that toxic, you like that toxic stuff.
We back.
You know
What
what's
I missed?
crazy is when somebody is toxic and you try to leave that toxic situation, that person won't let you leave or won't make your life a living hell because you're trying to leave them because they're toxic, but then they're being toxic because you're leaving.
Mm. That's what toxic
That
people
has to do
do.
with control. That goes right back to control.
Mm.
Are you a human being?
Ice cream so good.
Are you a human being? Are you a human being?
Mm,
Are human beings. Oh, we are all human beings.
Yep. So that means that there's not one time, there's never will ever be a time that you should ever allow a person to be, no matter how toxic they is. I could care less, but you don't never, nope, get your ass on up out of here, and you do
mm-hmm,
what you do to get his ass or her ass on up out of there. Fuck,
mm-hmm,
gone,
Uh,
gone, 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 gone. Why you still around here? Go on about your business.
mm-hmm.
People don't want to hear that. I think the last time I said something like that, it was over. I got toe up. What you trying to say? That mean you can't do that then. It was over. Yeah, I can't say that. What about this? They gotta think about the worst scenarios. Leave. I don't care what you're talking about. Still leave. I'm not about to tell nobody to
Mm-hmm.
sit in some toxicness. That's one thing I'm not going to ever vouch for.
Mm-hmm.
And will never change my mind in there either. No matter what the cost is, it's a gamble either way. So I'd rather somebody choose a better way.
Don't play with
Escape.
them.
Walk away.
Gone,
Mm-hmm.
Skip.
gone, gone. Your dad.
Beat. Can't
But
do that.
what's
What
the
up,
deal?
BK.
BK? BK? I don't know.
Hey, how y'all
You
doing?
said B key.
BK. Damien, what's the deal, man?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to go on live, but
Oh,
somehow I
that's the
cannot turn
Damien
my
I know. I
camera
ain't seen you
on.
in a while, man. Where you been at, man?
Man, I had to take a break from TikTok. I
I
had to
feel
take a
you.
break from my mental health.
Oh,
My
Well, we
mental
all gotta
health.
do that
makes
I
sense.
sometimes.
had to
Makes
get
sense.
away. Yeah.
It ain't for everybody, for real. Yeah, everybody
But
got their tolerance bar, so I feel you on that.
Right now. But I'm gonna say
yeah,
this
I'm
too.
trying to turn my camera on, but it's not letting me. It's
Mine
weird.
doesn't
I don't
either.
know.
Mine doesn't either.
Yeah, I forgot. I got banned or shadow banned or something. I cannot turn my
Something
camera on.
tripping.
I love to.
Let me
I
see if I
love
can do it
to
this way. Hold up.
people to
If I send an
listen.
invite, do it. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I love to people to see. Yeah,
Did you
there we
see
go.
it? Do it work?
Yep. Okay,
Wow.
there we
I
go.
had to
Can
send
you
an
see me?
invite for it. Wow.
There we go. Hey,
Oh,
that's weird. I never.
It's some
Yeah,
new
y'all know
TikTok
me.
stuff. What
Yeah.
the heck going on? You gotta ask for my permission to get on. Chilling. He had his
I
straight on. That's
know.
weird.
Yo,
BK, you was
he
about
is
to say something?
strict.
I think you was about to say something.
He is only his own moderator.
no, but I was
But
gonna
it's
say
all good, brother.
is that
Uh,
we all say somebody we all got to get up and leave out of toxic situation. Sometimes
right.
people look at the fact that they want to try to change that person.
Right.
That's toxic. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can change them. If we just love them more, we just do this, and do that more.
Right.
So we could try to change them, but then when they try to change them, they're like, oh, I should have did this and that. Well, so you try to change it. You try to look at the good, or you try to look at the best of the person.
Hmm.
But as a person toxic, just get up. That's how you said, get up and leave, or do your best to try to leave.
Right.
Work on yourself to get out of that situation. But some people just don't want to work, or they want to be in the victim mentality a lot of times, so they want to stay where they're at. So
Dog, I'll actually,
Well,
I lost some friends off that situation. That's some crazy stuff about it because I said that. But that's what made me realize that people that's in that victim, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They rather had this pity party and like, hey, nah, I just can't do it. I know you just don't know what I've been. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to make fun of them. But it's just like the thing
Yeah.
is like I'm not telling you something wrong. I'm trying to tell you what's best for you. But you're gonna keep making an excuse, and that's why I'm glad I called this room this now because I switched it up. No excuses allowed. That's why I call this room now because I'm tired of it. My thing is,
yeah,
I'm trying to say was what I feel is what's best for you to help your situation, man. You want to keep staying in this victim mentality, then maybe you got to find you a pander type room or something like that. But ain't no.
well, well, a lot of times the people want to stay there so they can have something to complain about, or they want to
Oh,
stay there to have something that somebody can be sympathetic to them. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? And
yeah,
everybody ain't
Sometimes
gonna
they'll
take
fight you
heed to
for it
what
too.
you're
They'll
saying,
fight you to stay in that same place.
right?
man. Zach, what's
So
the
You know,
deal,
we
man? I never seen you before. I think
what's up,
seen you,
man?
bro.
Broderick,
How
man.
you
Nice to
feeling?
meet you, man. Dallas, man.
For sure, for
Hey,
sure.
I hopped on the live. I heard you what you was talking about. I was like, boy, let me go ahead and hop on and give him some little kudos right there. Yeah, man. We sick of the victim mentality, man. I know I am, bro. You
Bro.
can't blame everything on what's racist. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Or you can't blame everything. Oh, we disadvantaged, we this and that. Nah, bro.
Don't.
Today, it's nothing you can do that a white man can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing, nothing. Matter of fact, you probably
Cause I'm
go
following you. I'm
protected
about to
class.
follow you.
You a
So,
black, be a black gay woman. Boy, that's the most protected shit that I've seen in my life, boy. Yeah. They'll move you to the top. You ain't even got to do no work. Be calling out of work all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What we got to bring back is that hard work, man. What was in the past is in the past. Yeah, it can be things. See, the people that say a lot of that stuff aren't doing nothing about it.
right,
That's a
exactly.
bigger issue. If you really
Exactly.
felt disadvantaged, if you really felt like you wasn't getting taken care of,
Hmm.
what are you doing about it?
right.
Because I remember back learning history about prohibition and them good
Mm.
old boys out there in Tennessee. You said you're gonna take out whiskey and shit. What the fuck? What do they do? You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They got
Yep.
up. Yeah, you know what I mean.
The
So we got
prohibition.
all this
Yep.
talking. I don't want
Yep.
to hear no more ideas. I don't want to hear no more ideas. I want to see action.
Right. Exactly.
Solution. Yeah. Solution. Yeah. Solution. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And that's why my
Yep.
life is like that's why people get mad at me because I'm solution based. I'm not about to keep arguing about
man.
stuff all day. We ain't doing nothing about it. Even if we have a distance
Yeah,
of opinion or I mean different of opinion or agreement or something like that. So at the end of the
yeah,
day, is we gonna get somewhere with this or we gotta realize that cause you think this way, I think this way, and it is what it is. Let's change the topic. Cause like what's the point of us still sitting here? Cause it get to a point and start turning to disrespect, and then it's gonna be like, oh, and then you
Yep.
start trauma bonding. You really don't notice it, but you trauma. Oh, I feel this way. You feel. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of trying to let off our emotions of whatever been holding us back. Whatever we've been waiting to let this stuff out after disrespect come on. It's like no, if we ain't getting nowhere with it, it's no use to talking about it. It's
Right.
either be receptive to it or not. You know what I'm saying? And realize or respect that we all have a difference of opinion. So it is what it is, and let's try to find a solution about something else then, since we can't get along on that. You know what I'm saying?
and everybody got a filter, man.
You have to
Everybody got a
break the
filter, man.
cycle. You have to break the cycle. Break the cycle.
Yeah,
That's all it is. That's
yeah.
all it is. Break the cycle. I mean, your daddy,
Yeah,
your mama taught you to do this, and your children, you teach them to do this, and
Hmm.
their children will teach. Break the cycle. That's all you
Yeah.
gotta do. Break the cycle.
They don't know
That's
how to.
all it
That's the
is.
thing.
Damien, where you
yeah,
from?
That's what you gotta teach them. You gotta teach them to break
You
the
said what,
cycle.
Where
sir?
You
Damien
know.
from?
I was originally born in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I live in
Yeah.
Texas.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you got
I
some
live in
accent.
Texas right now. Yeah.
I'm in Texas too.
Mm.
But yeah.
But I am half Haitian and half Indian, like American Indian,
Oh,
and
yeah,
half
yeah.
like Haitian from Haiti, Haiti
No, he
Indian,
said the
Haiti,
golden thing, dog.
yeah. But you gotta break the cycle, like you gotta break that shit, like it will not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but you gotta teach your children break the fucking cycle. I'm sorry to curse, but break the
where
fucking
you at right
circle.
now, bro?
You know
Where
what I
you at
mean?
right
That's
now,
all you gotta
bro?
do.
Yeah, some
What?
I
things you have to,
Where
mean,
you at right?
but
you know, that's all you gotta do. That's all it
e-
is.
it's easier than said than done if you
Yeah,
know what
That's
to
right.
do.
Yes,
If you
sir.
don't know
It
what to
is.
do, it's hard to break that cycle. And then you got to
yeah, I
know
feel
what
you.
you're looking at
Hmm.
because you
Yes,
can be
sir.
breaking something that you don't mean to break. Some
That's
Take a
right.
things
strong
don't
mind.
need to be
Just
broken.
take a
You know what
strong
I'm
mind.
saying?
Mm.
Because
Yes, sir.
at some point
Yes,
in
sir.
time, you can wind up breaking yourself in the midst of trying to break a cycle.
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
think that
Yes, sir.
I would have to disagree with you on that one, my bro. My bro, I will have to disagree with you on that one
You're entitled to
because
that.
if you focus on what it is that you need to focus on, then whether it be our young brothers and or our youngers and our young kids and everything like that,
Who just
that's
dropped?
all. Never think. Well, first of all, don't stop. Don't never think negative. Never think negative. No matter what it is
Mm.
that you got to go through. It might be hard to go through it, but don't think negative. And what I heard from you, my friend, is, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm definitely a person who is open to understanding the proper way things need to be stated or understanding that if a person has stated it wrong. So based off what I heard was what you said, nah, no, we're not doing that.
What did I say? Or what was a
Not
statement
you,
that you
BK.
made me feel this
No.
way?
You talking to BK?
I'm sorry. I'm just joining the live. I'm not sure what the statement was made
No, BK was saying he was
to make you
saying
feel
that
this way.
he was just saying about you shouldn't break certain cycles. You might break yourself in the process. That's what he was saying. And always was saying about
Oh,
uh
okay, okay, gotcha.
yeah, it's just the way
Yeah,
you
yeah. But you got to the whole thing is you can't move out of fear. Period.
yeah,
If you
that's I
can't
feel
move
you on
out
that
of
too.
fear, like there's nothing you gonna do out of fear that's gonna save you. You know what I mean? Like especially with being progressive and moving forward and protecting yourself and your family, your community. What we gotta understand is one thing. We only having this conversation because of the fallacies that's within our community, and we have to have these discussions
Got
in
to.
order to try to find a solution, a remedy. What I do personally is, I work directly with the people in my community that surround me, and usually it's the young black men, man. And I try to get, and it all boils down to this: men, we know that why we do certain things. We do certain things to get wives, whether we want to be married or not. For the other, the females, basically.
Mm,
And so,
Yeah,
what a lot of these young men are doing, they coming up like my brother. He like 23. Dude graduated college. He make 120K, fresh out of college, right? Money,
yeah,
and he spends
good.
money on OnlyFans and all of this stuff, and it perpetuates the lack of community. We don't have the same barbershop conversations no more. We don't
mm,
have the uncles and the family reunions and the things that we used to do. Like, you know what I mean? And where you going to listen to the old heads who've been married for 20, 30 years and going to tell you some stuff that's going to help you in the long run and help develop the community. Do you not know, like, during the civil rights era, the reason why it was so effective, everything that they was doing was because of the communities that they had and the married families and the folks that were together. That's why we can't agree on shit nowadays. And you got people like, now we still victims. We this and we that. No. If you go back in time and tell somebody who was born in 1940 and you talk to them in around 1950, you tell them, hey, this is what we got going on now, they're gonna be like, hey, y'all living the dream.
ex-
If not more. You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
that's what I be saying.
Mhm.
Now, fast forward like 80 years. So what happened between then and now? Like,
Because that is
what is your thought on what happened between then and now?
I had a grandmother that was she was born in 1970.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm sorry. Let me hold on. Let me get it together. She died in 1992, and she was born in 1900. So
She's seen it
I'm not
all.
saying that you're wrong. She's seen it all. I'm
She's
not
seen,
saying
yeah.
that you're wrong based on what you're saying and everything on how we gonna get it together. She talked to us about all kinds of but she would never tell us the negative. And I was like, well, Grandma, why you keep telling us all of this? You ain't telling us this. She would never tell us. You know what? The last thing that she said was, she said, babies, I would never. Babies, I would never tell y'all anything like that what I experienced. So
Yeah.
I
So I'm
have a
about to
question for you. I
wait
have a
one
question for you,
one
if you
quick
don't
thing
mind.
real quick because I'm about to I think because I know I'm trying to get what BK was saying, right? I think what because I know he ain't with that like that victim stuff or whatever, but I think what he was trying to get mean was like basically because it is possible that you can lose yourself in the process. So I guess he just meant it like just to be safe, be focused. I mean, try to basically you know when you make a change, don't end up losing yourself in the process. That's what I think he was trying to get to
Right.
out of that.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yes,
I wouldn't
but
stand in a negative, try to be negative or is negative, because ain't nothing I'm saying is gonna be negative. Because
No,
everything
I'm
you
about to
try to
say.
be inspirational and uplifting.
Yeah.
Always, just like what Sir said just a minute ago. You know what I mean? You have to focus on what you need to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Don't we sometimes we start doing things and always and sometimes not always, sometimes negative thoughts come into your mind. So if we don't think of the negative, we think on the positive, trying to change the positive, not the negative. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't try, sometimes we got to change the negative to stay positive. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
I think
yes,
I
it
yeah,
does.
I get you.
But I have if a good caveat on his statement. Your grandmother, she lived to not being able to vote at all. Not not being able to vote, and to be able to vote. And then she grew up to have freedom, more like woman freedom, blah blah blah. I'm not charged about the woman freedom, all that bullshit. I'm really not. So how do we find a solution from what we know then, based from our grandparents, grandfather, or great grandparents, and what do we know now? How do we find a solution to where we are now? Is it the voting poll, or is
The
it,
solution is
you know?
finding like-minded people, developing a community, having somebody stand up and be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lead this.
hmm
Um, you
hmm
know,
Yeah,
and the thing is too.
we had an LMK, we had an LMK that did great,
We can have
but
more though.
but we,
Yeah,
but who else will be the next LMK? Like, who else will be the
As
one
long
to
as you
it's
be,
believe
you.
you
they
As long
know?
as
just
you
like
do it.
us. They just like us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I feel like I could be the
To
next
find
LMK. It's all about the mentality though. I
Yeah.
feel
That's
like, and a
right.
lot of people
That's
keep, and
right.
I'm pretty sure, like, look at this. A lot of people be, and I'm pretty sure 100 people doubted him. What is you doing? You weird. Why you not following the masses? You don't know what you
Hmm.
talking about. But that's what you're going to go through. That's the same thing. It's like,
Yes, sir.
but if you believe in yourself, you can make some stuff change. You know what I'm saying? But a
Hmm.
lot of people
Yes.
be always
Yes,
setting
sir.
themselves back on certain situations. Like, man, I can't be another one of him. You could do whatever you want to do, man. You just got to have that mentality, be strong enough and stay consistent. I seen somebody put that in the comments. You got to stay consistent in what you're doing, and don't think about the failures and all that stuff. Just make it happen. It could be
Exactly.
plenty of MLKs out here.
Plenty.
That's right. You're right. I believe you. But the problem is, everybody feels so comfortable in their own life. They feel very
Yeah.
comfortable.
Not
I
everybody.
wish someone. I wish not everybody. You're right. Yes, I'm not saying
Majority,
everybody,
I would
but
say
most
that's a
Yeah,
problem.
the
majority.
majority.
Yes, majority feel comfortable to be, to be a sheep, to whatever. They feel to be a sheep. That's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Well,
say it, but that's the way it is. You
that's
know.
true. I
But
believe I
need
feel like
a strong future, or this generation LMK to come up and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be a sheep to that guy because he believes in what I believe in, and
I
that
got you.
guy will,
I
Well,
got
you
or
could
that,
be that guy.
or a woman, or what I could be, or a woman, right? So we can keep
you.
talking about.
No, no, we're not following no women, man. No, hell no.
Oh, I apologize. I apologize. Okay, all right. I was not going to that.
Yeah,
I'm
no trying to make
sorry.
it fair around here, but you know.
I was
Hell
trying to be
no.
fair. I was trying to be fair.
Yeah,
I was trying to be
nah, bro.
fair. Okay,
Look, look.
okay, I will not. I will not go. So we need another man, a man to
Yeah,
rise
yeah.
up,
That's
rise
what we
up
here for.
to be the
You know,
next
because
Adam
the woman,
Kane
the
to
woman gonna
solve the
lead, but she
solution.
gonna lead him. She gonna make sure that he stays strong enough to make
Yeah.
sure that you know what I mean. It's not uneven. Because my mama
I,
here, she
I'm, so,
heard what I just
I'm
said.
sorry.
My mama
I
tried to
was
say,
just trying to be respectful. I
my
was
mama
trying to be
just tried to say,
respectful.
she over here at
That's
my
all.
house. My mama over here
Oh
at my
Lord.
house. She tried to say, well, women can lead. I said, nah. The way women lead, the way women lead, they get with the right man, and if your man is that leader type of dude, your job is to make
Yes.
him believe in his heart that
Yes,
he
sir.
is the shit, that he is the old
Yes,
ass
That's that
sir.
guy.
motivating thing
Because
BK was talking about
what
earlier.
Yep.
women have,
Oh yeah.
these OnlyFans girls and all this shit and this whole and the stuff they be doing, you know what they lost
That's a
sight of is
whole.
their power. Because they don't
That's a whole
understand,
different
like, to
conversation.
be to be to be pretty, a woman that's pretty and nice, she can get a man to kill, bro, to do anything
Unlo-
for her.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
That man will do
Yes,
anything.
sir.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So like, yeah,
Most definitely.
no. She
Yeah.
gonna
They
lead
don't
from, from behind.
power of female. That femininity is power. They
That's
just
what
don't
I'm saying. It's
understand
power.
it.
It's power. It's power. You make a dude, man.
Hey,
Like, I
you
done
got
seen some
power.
dudes do
Okay,
crazy stuff.
let me.
There's a deficit of leadership because the men,
Uh
some of the
oh.
men don't know how to lead, and they have not been a good, effective
They ain't the
leaders.
right. But
And
if you got
so,
a good leader
if a
though,
woman,
hold on, y'all gotta speak up. Hold on.
I
My
gotta
mama
hear
just
this.
talk. My
No,
mama
don't
just
go on
talk.
mute. Do not go on mute. No.
Right, I want to hear this.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Hold
I
on.
want to hear it too. I
yeah, I
want to
mean,
hear it.
it's happened many times. There are effective women leaders in all types of positions and all types of leadership roles, from
Yep.
running
But we talking
countries
about most
and
effective.
leaders. And so we're not saying what's most effective is what's most evident. How many people did they affect and change? What good came to the community because of that leadership? Whether that leadership begins in the home where the man is not available, or if that leadership is in a city where you got a mayor, if that leadership is in your county, if that leadership is in Congress, there are effective women leaders. Period. You can't say
Yes.
that just because a person is female they can't lead effectively.
But
That would
see,
be
we talking
I
about.
don't think, but in general, I just don't think that women were made to even no, even if you say effective, right? I understand and all that stuff, but I think everybody
Women
got
will
their
do
own
what they have to
positioning in
do.
life. I don't
Women,
think,
women are adapt.
exactly.
They'll adapt, but
Yeah, anybody will.
but they
Certain
wouldn't
people.
lead the same way as a man, though.
Because you supposed to say
not the same way.
what you supposed to say is that
Somebody's in
I
trouble.
love you, mom.
I mean,
Just
it's not a bad thing 'cause we got our own roles. It's like I
Somebody's in
wouldn't be able to
trouble.
express my emotion the same way as a woman. I mean, we got our own
Like
stuff. You know what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't drop my kids off at an all male daycare center.
Right.
You
why
know what I'm
not?
saying? Would you drop your kid at a daycare center that was only dudes?
Nah,
Nope.
nah.
No.
Hell
No.
no.
Hell
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
Nah,
Hell
hell
no.
no.
Hell no.
So we have
Hell
a
no.
Nah.
now
They be
if
they,
we had
they be
to,
they be
you know what I'm
homeschooled.
saying?
They be
Like
homeschooled.
that's what
Shit.
I'm saying.
They be weird
Now
as shit. They was like,
if I
hell no, I
had
ain't
to
about
let my
to
Yeah.
do
mother
this.
watch my kids,
They be
I ain't know.
homeschooled.
you
I'm
know
not
what I'm
with your
saying?
daddy daycare shit. Fuck
That's what
that.
I'm saying.
He said daddy
That's like,
daycare. Oh,
look,
that's
this
funny.
another thing though. Acting like a sergeant. I'm like you.
I
I
understand.
can't explain it though, but I'd rather have a regular, a masculine sergeant that's gonna lead us and make us, and, fight us into a war. Because I, I don't want to make it seem like that though. But it's just I can't picture a woman sergeant just be like, "Hey, we gotta go straight to the," you know what I'm saying, all like that. But it's
Yeah,
not
like
the same. It
you
just
can't
ain't
even
the
pick
same.
me
I
up
wouldn't trust it.
you know what I'm saying? You can't throw me
Oh
over your
man.
shoulder
Nigga,
and she related to
nigga.
Andre the Giant.
Not like if you are.
And
Bill
then at the
K.
end of the day, we
Bill
gonna find
K.
ourselves getting held back by our sergeant because we gotta look out for her. You know what I'm saying? Get that
They
man
have this
off of her.
But you know
You
why? But you know
bad.
why?
You don't
But
want
you
to
know
know how
why
to
we do
be
that?
with your
Do you
baby.
know why?
That's it.
I hear what you
If you go
by myself.
if you go in combat, no.
I'm not with my.
If you go in combat,
What I
if you
said.
go in combat, and a
This is why
male
we don't
soldier
lie.
gets hurt and a
So you can do
female
that.
soldier gets hurt, who would you go first? The female soldier or the male soldier? Who would you go after first?
It's
It
gonna
depends
be
on the person.
As a man, as a man, exactly. We are
right.
It depends on the
protectors.
person.
We
It
are.
depends on the
That's right.
person.
It's the
Right.
ground people.
Now we are
Or the
protector.
positioning.
We are. Yeah. Y'all can
So
say
that
all that,
means that
that blah
she
blah
gotta
blah,
look
but
at
we
she
are
gotta look at your
protector.
balls
People.
and all that. Like, look at here. Look at here. I don't give a fuck. So what? It don't make a difference. Get goddamn it, cut it. I'm cut. I'm blasted. Look, whatever my whatever I got my jewels, that don't make a fucking difference. They don't make how I. You better strap me up.
So
Yeah.
who's here was in military? I've heard some military terms.
She be
Sergeant.
more of a liability too. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm just being
Oh
real, man.
no! What?
Who of
No!
y'all was
Come on,
military?
yo!
Did
Who
No!
you?
y'all?
Is
Come
the
on,
sergeant all right?
yo!
Is the sergeant all right? Making sure.
Hey,
Did she
who?
break her nail?
Yeah, who was y'all's military? I've heard military term. I know the host was one of them, and who else was military?
Is
I know.
that why you
I ain't
feel like
military.
that? Is that why you feel like that, host? Host, is that why you feel like that? Because you're a military man?
No.
Not
I was
me. I ain't no
asking.
military.
No. That was me asking. That was me here, right here, Damien.
That's just
That was
like
me
remember we was talking
asking.
about earlier about putting which side the woman go on the street. It's the reason why we doing that, right?
No,
Right.
I said
I mean, if she want to be so
if
leading, then let's go ahead and sit her on the outside of the street.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
know
walk
what?
her down the side.
And that's
okay,
crazy.
as a man,
And
if a
sometimes
woman break his
a woman
leg
don't see that.
and a
You
man break his leg,
What'd you
which
say,
one do you
PK?
go for first?
What's up, bro?
I
And see,
apologize. Sorry. Go ahead.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of times women don't see that part. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? They
Yeah.
always say, well, why the man ain't on that side of the road? They should be closer to the traffic than what I am. But if we're trying to lead in so many different areas, then why should we start over there? Okay, why don't you get on that side? If we're not trying to lead, we're trying to show you the right
Ah,
direction.
Yes, you ain't supposed to
You know what I'm saying?
fucking
ah.
leave there.
And granted,
On
true
TikTok Live.
indeed,
All right.
some
What?
No,
men don't know how to lead.
I got white friends. You see? Yeah. See what's up?
What up,
So,
though?
you know what I
no,
mean?
bro. You is never supposed to put your girl on the right hand side.
You
Never.
got white friends. Like, everybody should have white friends. Everybody should
That's
have black
right.
friends. Everybody should be all together have Mexican friends.
Just friends. Just friends, man.
Like,
Friends that you
oh,
connect with, man.
Yes, sir.
No,
Some of this chicken, man. All right.
you would
Yeah, you know.
never.
All right,
That's
man. I'm
just
gonna get at
like,
the pool, man. I'm gonna go hop on some female live.
So
uh-oh.
I'm playing. I'm playing.
oh hell.
Don't let my
All
wife.
right, for
Don't tell
sure,
my wife.
brother, man.
I was
All
just,
right, brother.
hey, man, y'all
All right,
stay
nice
up,
talking
man.
to
Hey,
you,
I
man.
already followed you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I got
I
you too,
salute
though,
you.
Hey,
man. I
hop on
like
live,
when
man.
people
All right.
talk
Hop on
sense.
live,
The
bro.
non-victim people, that's the only people.
That's right.
Well,
I
That's
victim
salute
right.
you,
mentality.
brother.
Let
That
me
shit
not say
crazy.
that, but victim mentality.
That's
Hey,
what I'm
bro,
saying.
that shit crazy.
Hell yeah. All right,
But,
man.
All
we
right, for
follow
sure,
you,
brother.
brother. But
Have a
yeah,
good time, brother. Have a good time.
it's just like you say. I mean, yeah. I mean, there are some women thinking they can lead, and you know what I mean. In my opinion, okay, if you want to lead, hey, that's you. You know what I mean. But
yo,
I don't feel like that you should
Right. And
because
I'm
a
not looking to
woman,
be led. I mean, what
right?
the freak?
Okay, you know that's one reason why they didn't make a lead president female. That's why they didn't make
Yeah.
congressmen female. You know what I'm
They
saying? You
got
got the
close,
head
though.
of them coming. You know, they're close. They're
They got
close.
Brother.
close, though.
You know what I
Brother.
mean? So
It goes back to primal instinct, like animals. Do the male chase a woman or the woman chase a man? Like birds, monkeys,
Right.
tigers, lions. Who chases who?
I
The
never heard
male
of
chase.
the queen of the jungle.
Exactly. We are banned.
and
I
And
mean,
if
that's just
if
reality. Like
you,
people don't like to
hey,
listen to reality. I mean, it is what it
yeah,
is. No matter how we want to look at it, we're literally built different. All of us have our own special abilities. We're not
right,
crying because we can't have babies, right? Well, I
right.
mean, we
yeah,
we not crying because we can't nurture just as good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
do we got to have everything? Like we got our own world, our own abilities and stuff. So it is what it is.
Right.
If you a weak ass male, then you a weak ass male. That's it. The king of the lion will still move on. Let's be honest, right?
Well, they
I
like to
mean,
call.
this is
You know,
Only the strong will survive, right? You've heard that term.
yeah,
Only the
most
strong will
definitely.
survive.
Only strong
I
survive.
So
don't think
that,
For
that's
sure.
nobody.
that's
For
that's
sure,
all it is.
Rodrigo.
If you're a weak male, based on your area, on your dating pool or your marriage,
Uh,
dating marriage pool, then that's it.
no,
That's just reality.
I don't even think it.
That's it.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's the dating pool. I don't think I think it's more of how a person is raised. If
Yeah.
you wasn't taught how to lead, that don't make you weak or strong. That just means you haven't been taught how to lead.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to know how to follow
Yes,
than
sir.
try to
Yes,
lead.
I
You
was
know what
going
I'm
to say
saying?
that. Yes,
And
sir.
there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong
Yes,
with
sir.
neither one of them. There's nothing wrong with being a leader. There's nothing wrong with being a follower. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But then at
Right.
some point, as a follower, you have to learn from the leader how to lead. So
Right.
then you can apply that to your life. As we said, we're not taking the victim mentality type part, or we're not speaking negative. So
Yes, sir.
learn how to lead. So
Yes,
then
sir.
Exactly.
when
Right.
you
That's
do
Yep.
become that person to lead, then you know how to lead. Because
hmm
everybody hasn't been taught how to lead. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yes,
In
sir.
their
Yep.
household, in their community, at their job, at their school. So you have to learn how to lead, but don't never get with someone that's following as well. You got to find a leader that is leading.
A
We,
Right.
mentor. A mentor.
and
Yeah, a mentor
Yep.
to move up.
exactly.
Right. A mentor.
That's
So
Yep.
why
that's where we
usually
get
the
Yeah.
stuck.
father. That's why you need the fathers in your life and all that stuff because a father's going to
That's
teach a
right.
son how to lead. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Exactly.
how it be.
And then if you
Yes,
don't know,
sir.
if you know the basics of leading. So do the
Yeah.
basics of lead. You know what I'm saying? And as you go, you say, okay,
It's
well, I could do this better. I could do that better. You learn as you go how to be a stronger leader. So then when you
hmm
are able to lead, then you don't have no holes in your leadership.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's
then
like a job.
it's just like a job. You got to put
it
all the right
is.
people in
It's
the right
Like they ain't
position.
gonna just say you're a leader or something like that. No, you got to learn from somebody. You got to follow after somebody before you start leading and learn. You ain't gonna know how to do everything on your own.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I say you put everybody in the right
but
position to make you look strong.
yep.
Because you look at Trump. Trump give granted, he was a good business person. You know what I mean? I can
Mhm.
speak on, I'm just speaking on that because I've read about Trump. But
Yeah.
in the actuality is Trump had all the right pieces in the right places. Obama,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Look who he had in as his follower. His follower was his wife. So that right there shows that she believed in everything that Obama was trying to do.
Mm.
And then he put all the pieces in place. So that's what we have to learn how to do is follow and then learn how to lead. If you ain't been taught, or you ain't have
Right.
that father figure to show you how to lead, and don't use it.
But
Oh, I ain't had no dad, and don't use it as a crutch. Just say, okay, I
You
ain't have a
still got an
dad, but I'm gonna
option.
show enough. But I'm gonna try to learn how to lead.
Exactly. Exactly.
but to learn how to lead, you have to learn how to listen. You have to learn
Yeah.
how to listen.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You have to listen to the leaders, your
Yep.
mentor or whatever. You have to listen. Like
Hmm.
you cannot just bark people around like, hey, do this, do that, do that, do that, blah 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 blah. No, that's not a leader. No.
And you
That's
look
just
at
a boss.
that's a
Difference
boss.
That's
between
just
a
a
boss
boss.
and a
Yeah,
leader.
it's a boss. It's a communist. Yeah, it's a
That
communist party, whatever, blah blah blah. But you have to listen and learn to listen and
you got.
gain respect and trust
Yeah.
from the people, your coworkers, even at work. Hell, I got fired like 2 weeks ago because my manager was scared of me. He was scared of me to take over his job because my followers, my coworker was more trustworthy of me than him.
Was
You
he
know, it's
judging
like,
you?
yeah, and then he caught me up. He caught me some bullshit. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers. Yeah. I was like, man, y'all motherfuckers. And
But
you know what? But I was more of a leader because I was, I hate to say this on TikTok. I really hate to say this. 20 years military. I've led soldiers in war, combat, and everything, in field training, everything. I know how people feel. Just I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I am not.
Right.
But man, I know how people feel. It's like, and my boss, my
Empathy.
manager, was like, he was scared of me, so he caught me up with some bullshit. He's like, "Yeah, we'll fire you now." I'm like, yeah, you done. I'm like,
Dang.
well, fuck you. I'm like, the fuck out, of you, bro.
The job wasn't meant for you, man. That's just all it is. That's how
That's
I
all
look at
Yeah,
it.
I'm just yeah. I was nothing but a number. I was nothing but a number.
that's
Yeah.
all we
But
all
anyway,
are.
That's all we are,
but
right? No
but
matter how we where we at.
but back to the main conversation. It goes back to earn the trust, earn the respect. Do not lie. Do not steal. Do not disrespect them, and you be okay. Like, and that's how the next LMK will rise up from one of us, from somewhere. The next
And,
LMK will rise up, and he will, bring the fucking fire down, like the hammer down on this whole system.
and I
Like he will
believe
bring this fucking shit down. You know?
it's one MLK. I believe everybody that is like minded are MLKs. You know what I'm saying? If we all
Yes.
join together as one, they're how can they defeat 500 MLKs that have the same like mind? Are we gonna always agree on
I
everything?
have
Hell no.
I have
But at
one
the
I have
end of the
one
day,
answer.
but at
I
the end of
have
the
one
day,
answer. One word. Internet. Internet. We're in a new age. Internet. That's all you need. Internet.
I mean,
That's it.
at some point,
That's all you need.
even
Internet. That's all you
even with,
need.
even with the
Man.
internet, even with the internet, you still have to see each other face to face in order to get a real sense of a person. If you got 500
Okay.
people, those 500 people need to interact with each other outside of this TikTok. Because for one, a person is not going to, you're not going to really know a person fully until you see that person face to face.
It only needs
That's when you
one.
get that sense of a
Do you
person.
believe do you believe my story? Do you believe what I'm saying to you? Do you trust me? Do you believe I will ever lie to you? Do you think, in your own opinion, I will ever? You see my face right now. You see, I'm on camera. I won't lie. I'm on camera. I'm not hiding my face behind a fucking green screen or whatever. Do you believe I will ever lie to you?
Well, I mean, I can believe
No,
what
no,
you
no,
tell
no,
me.
no, no. Do you?
I believe what you tell me because
Okay,
that's all I go.
that's all.
That's
That's
all I
all
have
it
to go
takes.
off of.
So now I plant a seed in your head, right? I plant a seed in your head. That's all it takes. And your seed will, you plant your seed into another person's mind. And it goes from person to person to person to person. And next thing you know, it goes through a big ass fucking tree. It goes to a big ass tree, and you know what? Now we have all these branches.
But
We have like 500, 2,000, 2 million LMKs just running around.
yeah, but it's still at the same time. You still have to meet someone face to face, person in person, because you think about back in the day, MLK always stood
But
front and center, but
But
he
you
had
see
his
me right now. You
meetings.
see me. You
He
but you
had
see me right now. Like I am waving my hand. Like tell me like how many tell me a finger to I'm not an AI. Tell me a finger to hold up. One, two, three, four, five. I only have 5 fingers, but go ahead. Just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles. Go ahead. Tell me a number. Tell me a number. Any number. From 1 to 5.
five.
Okay. So now, why do you feel the need to meet someone face to face to have a conversation when you have this whole network, internet network
Because for one,
across
let me.
across the whole world,
Because
across the whole world?
for
Do you
one,
want to meet do you want to
why
meet each
why
and every one of them?
why you? Okay, I'm gonna answer your question. Why you need to? First of all,
Yes. Why would
every
you feel the need to
everybody
feel the
on the
need? Yes. Yes,
everybody
sir.
on this net is not living a life that they're portraying on this internet.
That's right. We're all living a lie. That's
No,
right.
we're not all living a life. Some, not all.
Hey, I've never been in the military. I've never been in the military. I've been a fat piece of shit living on my couch in my mom's basement my whole life for fucking 40 years. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you don't know that.
I here and I can post 100 pics about fishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But until you actually see me doing that in person, you be like, damn, that's all. That's what you do. You're for real.
Okay.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
if you go on my TikTok and I went to Costa Rica, I went to Thailand, I went to China, you will never know if it's true or not. It may be fake. It may be fake to you, but for me, I've been there. I've done it. I've experienced it. But you want to see, like, I'm not trying to make fun of you or disrespect you. I'm really not. I'm just trying to put to close the black hole into your statement, as in you want to see the person that's talking to make start or do whatever the next LMK or whatever movement, but that is not possible. It's not possible, sir. It's
Why,
really not. I'm
why it's
sorry.
not?
I'm sorry to say that.
If we're not talking speaking negatively, we have to speak positive about the situation. Why are we speaking negative?
Okay, positively, which will be, hey, I will post a video. You do your research, and
No, I
you
should
can
no no
check,
no 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 no. One
fact
thing
check.
about it.
You can
One,
fact check,
no no. We
and
should
then we
never
move up.
we should never have to fact check. We should take a person at their word. And then when I see you face to face, I should be able to say, hey, that's a stand up guy. Without, okay, what do you think MLK them had to do internet search on a person
No,
back
it
in the
was
day?
like newspaper.
Okay,
Yeah, it was newspaper.
just because
It's
we have
all
internet,
newspaper.
that's what
Yeah,
I mean
they
by
had.
we have to get
Yeah,
out
it
of
was
the
all
modern,
newspaper.
we have to get out of the
Yeah.
modern way. Yeah, we have internet. We have stuff that is technology is a whole lot better than what it was back in them days. But we so stuck on what we have today. We go back to the old ways of things, and
Yes,
we could
sir.
change a lot of things if we go back to the old ways of doing things. We need a
So me,
village. We need that
so me,
village. In order to get a sense
so
of the village, we have to see you face to face. We don't know what you do in your life outside of this box, off this
so
internet.
me and
We don't
you,
know what you do.
we both agree on the same topic. We're arguing, but we still agree. Like we arguing, but agreeing. Like it's like a spiral. It's like a spiral effect. Like I agree with you, but we're still spiraling, and but still,
No,
I still
no,
agree with you.
we ain't spiraling. No, we ain't spiraling.
No, we are spiraling. We are spiraling right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we're spiraling
What I'm missing.
from a different approach. Maybe a different approach to. Okay, if I say to you, sir, golly, if I say to you, go to the voting booth and go to the voting booth and vote for whoever really wants your best of your interest. Not because you're black, not because you're white or Hispanic or Irish or fucking German descendant. Like, fuck all that shit, right? Fuck all that. Vote for whatever is best for you. It may be a white guy. It may be a Japanese guy. It might be a Irish guy. It might be a Japanese guy. No, vote. Do not vote based on your color of your skin, based on based on the thought, based on what they want to
Related.
represent for you, right? That's how Obama. I'm sorry, I hate to bring I fucking hate it. I hate to talk politics on TikTok. I fucking hate it. But I will bring it up. I will say one statement, just one statement alone. That is how Obama won the White House because he's the first black man,
Yeah.
and that was
I
it.
think
Like, what
everybody
did
know that one though.
yeah, what the fuck did what did he
Every
do for
black
you?
person voted for him. Like, we
Yeah,
ain't never seen him in office,
like
so we want to make history.
yeah.
Right.
What did he
They
do for
said
you?
somebody else is dope
You know,
is black, but they
and
just don't going off his skin.
that's my only statement I was gonna make.
They said, "Who was that?
That's my only statement I'm gonna make.
Was it Lincoln?"
I
No.
hate to talk about politics on TikTok because that'd be a never-ending conversation.
Yeah.
It'd be a war between me and you. It'd be a war between
Politics,
me and
religion.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Politics, religion, yeah. I don't, fuck that.
But but at the end of the day, we ain't talking about politics. We just talking about the presidency. You know what I'm saying? Even with Obama and Trump, at the end of the day, we can be on we can be on video.
Yes, sir.
At the
Yes,
end of
sir.
that day, Obama or Trump can say, "Hey, you know what? I'm coming to your country. I'm coming to visit. I'm coming to see. Everything that you told me is facts."
Hmm.
Of
Yep.
course,
Yep.
you know they did their homework. You know, of course, they did their background check on that person. But at the end of the
Of
day, they what
course.
it is.
Yeah.
They want to go meet that person face to face. It's just like with all of us. If we say, well, we set a destination, a time on when we're gonna meet. Okay, if we see 500 MLKs, okay, now let's all 500 MLKs meet face to face. Let's see can we agree on things face to face, blood and
Hmm.
blood, blood and
Oh
bones.
man,
You know
that's a
what
good.
I'm
That's
saying?
And
good. That's a
just
good.
too,
That's a
about
good.
500 MAKs.
That's
We could be
Right.
contagious and
yes.
make, and then end up
Yeah.
multiplying
Yeah.
to
500.
300.
Thank
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
they not
yeah.
300.
To a
My bad.
thousand. To a million.
700,
To
then
yeah.
1,000. As long as, I mean,
A
you.
million. A million. A whole country. Yeah. You're
exactly.
right.
So
It's a
what
You're right.
contagious type
I
thing. It's what
truly.
what get influenced
Yes,
more. You know
sir.
what I'm saying? That's what it is.
when they
Everybody,
see
But it all goes down to what? Social media. Social
I
media.
be, I
yeah,
mean,
I
I
mean
guess at
You
this,
have
at
to
this time,
have.
at
yeah,
this
at
time,
this
that's an
point in
easier
time,
route.
yeah, that's an easier route.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So but we're looking at the fact, what if? You know what I'm saying? What if they cut off the internet? Then what? Then what
Yeah.
we had?
The thing, well, the thing
That would
is,
never happen.
well, at this moment, I would say it starts off with that, but then the whole goal is for it to end offline so we can get it
Right,
going. You know what I'm saying? So we
right.
still got to meet in person to make it happen. Because you can talk all you want to talk online, and that don't mean
That's
nothing. You got to take action
what I,
in real life.
that's what I was trying. That's what I tell Damien. I
Oh,
mean,
that's what
we
I was
can.
missing out on. I
Yes,
heard y'all
sir.
going
Yeah,
back and
that's
forth, man. I
exactly
was missing.
that's exactly what I was saying. That's what I was telling him. You know, yeah, we can be on this internet. We can be on this internet for 100. We can be here for 100 days. But at
Yeah.
101, somebody got to say, you know what? Hey, we did all this internet face to face. Now let's see if we're really living up to what we're talking about.
Yep.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm
Break
saying?
the cycle.
I mean,
That's what I
even the
said.
way I talk to people
Break the
on here, I do the
cycle.
same thing in real life. I be trying to, I don't just uplift people on the internet. I really have this attitude in real life. Otherwise,
Real
you
life.
just a fake. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to live what you preach and practicing what you preach. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. So that's why when I try to talk, I try to talk with passion because people understand. Hey, I ain't just talking this shit on daggone internet. This is
Right.
real life for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I try to bring everybody that I come in contact with to something positive. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if
Hmm.
you want to keep looking at the negative, change your viewpoint. But I am gonna leave you something positive in your life. I'm gonna plant that seed, so then you will
Exactly.
start looking at it.
Oh.
Then you'll start looking at yourself, or you're gonna start looking at your environment.
Hmm.
Because honestly, I always looked at my environment, but I never looked at it to detail like I do now. Since I hear a lot of people talk now, okay, now I'm looking at, okay, what can I change, or how can I go about making a change in my community?
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
first
Yes,
thing I
sir.
would do as a person, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start coaching. Then I'm gonna start mentoring. So I'm gonna start there. So then once I do those things, then everything will start progressing. You start seeing things better. So we got to plant that seed first.
Got
You know
to.
what I mean? Because
You know what I'm saying?
we know there's a lot of like-minded people on this app. We know this,
It
but how
amazes
many?
me too. The more I be getting on, that's what motivate me on here. Because I'm like, dang, it is more people that think this way. It ain't that many victim mentality people. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a gym when you find people that think like that. To me, because
Yeah,
that's the war that's going on now. Is the accountability people versus the victim mentality people. If people never went dug to the root of that though, but that's what I figured out. That's
right.
literally the war that's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
the
it.
people that rather blame people. It is the people that want to take accountability on what they do for themselves. That's what we
Right.
going through right
Break,
now.
That's
break the
it.
cycle. Break the
It's
cycle.
it's
That's all
gonna
it is.
change because I feel there's a shift coming. You know
I
what I'm
feel it
saying?
too.
In a positive way because
Yes, sir. Yes,
the
sir.
ones that I'm used to hearing about men this and women that, men this. Okay, it ain't about a one person. It's about holding a person accountable for their actions. And
Exactly. It ain't
it's
the
not a
gender, it's the
whole
person. I mean, it's the
right.
behavior.
It's the behavior. So if you see
Yes, sir.
somebody doing the same thing over and over again, okay, well, wait a minute, now, he's like, because all he doing is he going through the same cycle, and he ain't trying to change his thought. He ain't trying to change his habit. Now you becoming a victim. Now you're gonna be using your, oh man, hey, I did this right here, man. I used to. Well, you used to do a lot of things. Let's change the used to, and let's get to
Right.
the. I hear that
Hey,
every day, man. I be at work. I hear that every single day, man. We used to do it like this, bro. What you keep saying, and I get pissed off when I hear that. We used
Right.
to. What? Okay,
but
it's
we
time to
No.
get.
still,
It's time to change.
but we
Just
are
because you
caught.
got, you should have a.
We are caught. We are caught in a cycle. Me and you and everybody else we're still
I'm
caught in
caught
the
in a
same
cycle.
cycle.
I ain't caught it. No, no, sir. I'm not caught in a cycle.
I see, like, hey, baby, hey, come here.
Th-
And, I put my D in
That,
her,
but
D in the P, and the P, that's saying, 9 months later, she's pregnant.
No, no,
Like
no,
what the
no.
you
fuck?
could say
I'm out of that
majority.
cycle.
You know?
Majority is called a cycle, but people like us, right? The whole thing is being what they call being woke or open. You know what I'm saying? The thing is a lot
Ah,
many people that's kind of like that, and
Right.
I believe the people that know what accountability is, they already breaking it already. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually seeing the problem within self already. You know what I'm saying? Or seeing the problem within certain situations and trying to work on it. But you only get caught in that cycle if you keep on like, okay, this person did it, and now you did it, and then everybody doing this stuff, but they're not trying to get to the root of what the situation is. So
Right.
you can get out
no.
that cycle, right? You know what I'm saying? That's your choice if you want to do it. But otherwise, if you feel like you in that cycle, that means it's something you got to change about yourself. Then, if you feel like you in the same cycle,
Right.
you,
Yes. Now I agree with you on that.
Hmm.
Yes. I
what
do.
up, Mark?
Yes. You're
Exactly.
right.
So
You're right. Yes.
we definitely got to know how to break the cycle. We got to see that if our life is going in repeat, we doing the same thing, we choosing the same women or same men. We got to look at, whoa, wait a minute. Now this the third man I had the same. What?
Mm-hmm.
I have to start looking at self.
Yep.
What am I
So
doing
how?
to attract these type
So, so,
people?
so how as a man do we teach this woman to respect themselves? How, as a man, to be protector? How do we teach them women to be like, hey, keep your fucking legs closed, keep your fucking legs closed.
Well, they have
I
to
Don't
see.
mean,
be doing, you
they got
know.
We can
right.
talk
They
to
got to
them.
be aware and
Yeah,
right
they got to
respect.
I
have their
know
own self
it's a
awareness.
whole, that's a whole different conversation. I know, but
I
No, I
mean, but
mean,
the
that
ones
should
that want to
be
listen or that's
that
curious,
should
they're going to
be
listen. We can't save everybody. That's one thing. Everybody is not meant to be on the same boat. So you can either, just like he said, plant the seed, and if they want to listen, it is what it is. They want to take offense, then it is what it is. I'm not talking to you. You stay yourself over there and keep opening your legs. It is what it is. No different from me trying to tell a thug or something like, I need you to stop thugging or something like that. If you want to stay in that life, that's what he gonna be. So this message ain't
mhm,
for you. It's for the people that's upcoming, and that's people that's in the middle that's trying to
right.
better their life. That's
yeah.
not really aware of
And
what
that
they're
same,
doing.
yeah, and that same woman be like, oh wow, this nigga ain't shit, this motherfucker ain't shit, this
That's
motherfucker ain't
tit for
shit.
tat, though.
Yeah,
They're like, he ain't
Nobody
shit,
got
he ain't
time for that
shit, he ain't
game, though. The
shit.
thing is, if you want to change or not, we got to play tit for tat. Then I'm not with that
move
either.
on.
That you can get on
Maybe.
somewhere. I'm not about to play that. That means you making a reason for you to not change yourself. So that
Right.
is what that's
But
you.
the
That's it.
blame is on both sides. It's on both sides. Why would you fight with no? Why would you fight with someone that's nothing? Just trying to get your fucking nut off, like
I
you
be
know.
saying that too. Like I
So
made a funny post about
there
that.
we
Like
go,
why you
there we
sleeping with
go,
something you complaining with? I be
there we
saying that.
go,
I said that too. That's funny. It is funny though.
there
Cause like
there
I
we go.
still say that we are. I would say that we cause a lot of this problem, especially with the women too. Especially because we wanted to get a quick bus and all that stuff. And no matter
Right,
how we want to look
right,
at it,
yeah.
it does something to the mental. Even if it ain't for the to the emotions or something like that, your mentality, you look at it different. Like,
It's
especially if you
all
sleep with a
physical.
lot of
Yeah,
women, right? And they was married
it's
and
all
stuff, you don't
physical.
even look at marriage the same way because it kind of mess your mind up, right? So
Right.
so it's like we did contribute to a lot of stuff, but now that we're trying to change from that, keep people from making the same mistakes. But a lot of people just don't want to listen because they live in that same phase that we was going through and not realizing that we saying not to do this for a reason because we done experienced it, but they look at it like, nah, you went through it. No, I want to do it myself or whatever. But then, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like we can admit that we played a major part though. But I mean, all we can do is just try to work on what we can work with now. That's all we can really do. Boston, how you feeling?
What's good,
Exactly.
bro?
I
What's up?
I am not putting blame from the woman or the man. I am not putting blame. I'm just saying we're both
Nah, I'm
guilty.
just taking
We are
accountability on my
both.
part. That's
Yeah,
all.
exactly. We are both guilty to it. The
All of
woman
us
say
guilty to
yes.
all of it. Really, it's
Yeah,
both
the
of
woman
us. You
say
know what I'm
yes. The
saying?
man say yes, and unless they were, you
Yeah.
know,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
even when I was, back in the days, what I'm saying, when I was younger, I did some dumb things. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm
Right.
perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now that I see things a little differently, I know I won't make them same mistakes again. You know what I
Right.
mean? I gotta hold myself accountable before I can hold somebody else accountable for
Exactly.
their actions. And I don't hold
So
everybody at the same accountability if I'm not doing it for myself. Now, if you're in my circle, just like with Kev, he said, well, we're not holding we're holding accountability here. And so
Mm.
in your world, you got to hold people accountable for their actions and what they say and what they do. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not doing it, so how can you say, Dad, you ain't doing if you're not doing it, how can you blame somebody else?
Exactly. You shouldn't
yes,
be
sir. But
mad. If you holding
how
yourself
do you
accountable, you
teach?
shouldn't be mad at somebody holding you accountable. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying? We all
It's not
fall
about
short.
accountability.
What the dee dee dee?
You know what I
Okay,
mean? I
somebody
can't, I
called me
can't,
on TikTok.
I can't be,
Sorry.
mad at
It's
every
about
woman for
teaching.
what I done. But that they trying to get a hold of
We
you,
can't even get
right? You know what I mean? Just like now, I can't hold every woman accountable for the women that I dealt with.
right.
I
Oh,
just
I
try
get
to,
you in that way, right?
you know what I mean?
That's a
I
whole nother
got to,
thing. That's just blaming. You know, I don't even
yeah,
call that
now you
holding
blame.
accountable. That's like um I can think of a word. I don't know calling it that though. Man, I can't think of the word.
Okay,
Let's see.
thank you.
You know,
Okay,
I mean,
I apologize about that. I apologize.
I
Somebody
can't
was
think of
calling
nothing.
me
You
on the
got me on
phone.
that one. I'm trying to think of a word though. I don't even want to
mhm.
use accountable for that.
I mean because you're holding
um,
one person accountable for somebody else's
Yeah, I
actions.
get you.
You
I
know what I
get you.
mean?
Yeah.
no. That's not what I was trying to say. You learn from you learn from your mistake and from your parents, the good and the bad, the evil and the good, and then you pass it on to your children. Do you want your children to go out in the street and fucking do drugs and fucking deal fucking dope dealers? No, you don't want that.
We're gonna
Yeah,
hold them
you don't want
accountable.
that.
Right? You gonna hold them accountable?
You will spank their ass. You will spank their fucking ass. Yeah, you will spank their
That's the
ass and
form
just
of
fuck
it.
them
No
up.
matter how we want to look at it, we do that to people we care about. No matter how we want to look at it, that's just
That's
how it works.
yep.
Uh, hold on.
It's
I
not
want
about. I
Boston to
don't care.
talk because I think she wanted
I
to
don't
say
give a
something.
shit.
I'll let Boston talk.
Hey, fellas, how
Go
y'all
ahead,
doing?
man. Sorry.
What's up?
I'm
I
doing great.
snuck into
How you
the
doing?
room, and Kev, I am definitely one to hold people accountable on my platform. I hold women accountable for what they do, and if I'm talking to a man, I will attempt to get him to see a different perspective as
Hmm.
well.
Yep.
But what I'm seeing, on different lives that I go in, it's a lot of blaming, and that's really sad for me because, you know, the way that things are being handled now, it's like me as a woman, right? If I go into a room and I'm just in that room and I go on a panel, the first thing that happens is I become what the men are against. You understand?
Mm.
Without giving me an opportunity to speak, without knowing the background of my platform, it's just because I'm brown and I'm a woman, I am one of the women that they're talking about, right? And
Mm.
then when I speak, and I speak where you can understand me, I'm being articulate. I'm not cutting you off. But because you're so hell bent on your beliefs, nobody can change your mind. You understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that's frustrating to
Yes,
me
ma'am.
because with the brothers, you guys fight a fight every day when you walk out the door. You walk out the door, police are discriminating against you. They're profiling you racially. And you know what's happening now? that hurt that you guys felt from all the shit that y'all have had to deal with is now being dumped on other people, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
now we're being gender profiled. We're not even
Mm,
being
Yes, man.
we're not given a chance to
mm,
be
Mm-hmm.
who we are. It's just because those types of brothers that are woke, okay, they take one look at us and we're all the same. And that's the same pain that y'all been dealing with for years. And now
mm,
you're imposing that same thing on women. All of us are not the same. You
mm,
know, and that's what I be trying to get people to understand on these platforms. Generalizing is not helping the situation, because when it's done to you on the outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you
Ma'am.
see a group
Ma'am.
of brothers, it could be y'all, 4 or 5 of y'all, Kev, you, King, Dwayne, these guys. It could be all of y'all
Yeah.
standing in a circle having a
Damien.
conversation. To somebody on the outside of that, y'all could look like a bunch of thugs sitting there scheming about what y'all gonna do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because I know y'all, or I know of y'all, I know that that's not what you're doing, and that's not the platform that you have. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But see how that's generalized. Oh, there's a bunch of brown brothers over there. We don't know what they're doing, but automatically we're gonna judge them, right? That's what's happening in all of these echo chambers,
mm-hmm.
all of these echo chambers on this app. Everybody's being sucked into an abyss of everything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
all these brothers are this and all these sisters are that. And I'm so freaking tired of it, right? Because we didn't come out the womb perfect. We
Nope.
had to go through it to grow through it. I'm sure when men were younger in college, when they were younger in high school, they were trash. These same dudes that's up here now being woke, right? You had to go through it to grow through it. Same thing with these women. They have to go through this foolishness to grow through this foolishness. And you're never going to get someone to see your perspective when you're nasty, you're condescending, you're evilly speaking, calling people 304s. You know, to me, you get more with lemonade than lemons. All
Mm-hmm.
right? You could still get your point across without being hurtful, condescending, and disrespectful. Because Kev, you know, on my live, I try to give everybody a chance to talk. I try to respect everybody's perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I don't just because I'm not right all the time. Somebody can come on like you have given me a different way of looking at things. You know, you always tap the line of, but let me give you this, let me say that. And it's not even in a bad way. It's just to open up closed-minded people, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of closed-minded people on this app. They just
Mm-hmm.
determined to
That's true.
debunk anything that is said if it comes from a woman's mouth, because in their mind, every woman is the same.
Yeah.
And
So,
that's hurtful.
So since you just mentioned that, right?
all right,
Hmm.
about it.
I gotta do it again now.
Go ahead. I'm ready,
Come
bro.
on now.
So he said already. So I
Boy,
was about to
I'm
say,
fucking ready.
in
I am ready.
no, I'm gonna say in a
I
way,
was saying
because
like
I was listening
sign
about the
signals.
general thing, right? In a way, some people you just can't blame their situation, man. You can't blame them for being like that. Because, like I say, just dealing with this topic, right? And I'm glad how you said that with the judgment thing. Because it's literally a protection mechanism. It's not all they seen in their life was all this, right? Because it take a strong mind to not believe
Mm,
all of them is like that, though, right? So if that's how they feel, right? That because sometimes it's like that with that one statement, innocent until proven guilty, and guilty until proven innocent. Whatever, I'm saying it all wrong though. But
yeah.
most of the time, in
Innocent
certain
until
people's
proven guilty.
eyes, you got to really prove yourself that you're not like the rest and stuff. Just like me. They hear I'm young or something like that, right? They probably automatically think I'm dumb or something like that if I'm younger than a 50-year-old, 60-year-old. So that's just how it is. But me, and just like you, we got to become the bigger person and realize that they are just projecting on us. You know, that's how they feel, and that's the way they mentality is. Because it's literally a protection man. Everybody have it, but it's up to us to kind of overcome it. So it's like if they feel like all of them is like that, all the women is like that because of their messed up experience and stuff. It's just everybody haven't matured yet to realize that everyone is not like that, or they didn't take the time to open their eyes and realize that. So once we just got I let people say what they're gonna say if they feel like I'm young and all that stuff, and I let them hear out my mouth of what I'm saying, and then they see what I'm really, really what I'm about. But
Right.
everybody makes judgments off it. It's just literally a protection thing or whatever. And some people are just evil and hurt and whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we got to just stick with who we can tolerate. Some people, you
So,
know, of course, we ain't got to sit there and wait for them to change or like that. But it's just all about trying to understand the situation you in. You know
but
what I'm saying?
I hear you, bro. But
Yeah.
with that being said, since we
Yeah.
have to understand that, that's just people's perspective, people judgment. Don't feel so bad then, fellas, when you racially profile. It's just
Exactly.
their judgment of you. You know what I'm saying? But it burns brown men up if they get pulled over for some they didn't do just based on the color of their skin.
Yeah.
And it's starting to burn women up that
Mm-hmm.
we're being called 304s and single moms and bitter and all of this stuff based on somebody else's choices of the women they selected over their lifetime because you're the common denominator to all the
Mm-hmm.
O's, 304s that you met.
Yeah.
Period.
And
Yeah.
Kevin said it said it the best because I was about to say the same thing, but he worded it a whole lot better than what I would word it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call a spade, heart to heart. But some of these guys are not listening. A lot of them said they healed, they this and they that. They're not.
They're not.
Just like Kev said, they're projecting from their pain that they went through. So now they don't have the correct judgment, or I ain't gonna say judgment. They don't have the right discernment to choose better women. And it goes
Hmm.
both on both sides of the panel. It
E-
just don't go on one side of the panel. It goes on both sides.
slow,
And then,
slow,
okay, even though you're
slow.
being projected, okay, so now if you're being profiled, so now you got to find out what you're doing. Okay, am I in the wrong area? Am I in the wrong,
They do
section?
go back to.
It goes back to you. You have to see what you're doing in this area. Okay, if you know you in the hood, you already know what's about to happen. 9 times out of 10, I mean, I don't even live in the hood. But when I was me and my son, I'm gonna give you this little short story. Me and my son were coming out from fishing. We was in the woods. When I was coming out, I knew it was a police officer sitting in the middle in the center lane. He pulled me over and said, Ari, I said, man, what in the, then I had to think, okay, I don't know what happened. I don't know what went on or whatever the case may be. He came up to the car. He said, hey, license registration. So before I handed it to him, so what happened? What's wrong? He said, well, there's before you assume anything, hey, there was a break in back over here in this area. Oh, they ain't got nothing to do with me because I got my son in the car. So did I feel like I was racially profiled? No.
No, no, no.
You know what I mean? I can't look at every situation the same.
And we can't think
So I
every
got
cop is racist either. That's another problem. We be contradicting ourselves
right,
sometimes.
right, right. That's what I was getting to.
Bro,
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to hear the end of the story, if you don't mind. I would love to hear the end of the story.
That was it. That was it.
That was it.
He said, he
That
He
said,
was
said,
it?
hey,
Okay.
he said,
Okay.
hey, have a good day. I went on about my business.
"Yep,
It's
there's
good.
good cops out here sometimes, you know." But I
You know what I
know
mean?
just in our mind, that's all about the protection mechanism. Like by all the stuff that happening online that they be showing and stuff. Of course, I'm scared of a cop. I'm not about to be off guard and just assume that I'm gonna still wait and hoping this is a good cop. But in my mind, we can't change from judgment. Judgment
Right.
is an automatic thing. If we feel a certain way, it's a guard that we have
Mm-hmm.
and then it takes a strong person to actually talk to them and then think otherwise. You got to be able to voice it with them because like we can't help that it's like a automatic thing in our mind because we've been traumatized with people who things. Who say we gonna get lucky this time? Like that's why it take a strong person to actually, all right, I'm gonna give this a chance and maybe what I'm saying, we gotta give chances. Really, life is a gamble. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like that's where learning coming from. Like you learn from your mistakes or something like that. You learn from that. Or sometimes you're gonna learn that you was wrong sometimes. That's just how it is.
Right.
Can I ask you brothers a question, right? So, everybody want to have their Second Amendment rights. We get it, right? The right to bear arms. We get it, right? So, my question to you guys is, and I want you to be completely transparent, okay? When you have these weapons, whatever you have them, pew pews, however you want to say it for TikTok. Who are you protecting yourself from the most? Who are you fearful of the most on a daily basis? I ain't talking about one offs. Who are you fearful of someone that looked like me or someone that looked like you?
Me.
I'm gonna be totally honest.
I'm
I'm
scared
gonna
of
be
these
very
dudes.
transparent with you. If I see you, Miss Boston, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be fearful of you.
What?
I'm gonna be fearful of a man that looked just like me
Exactly.
because
And I'm going somewhere with
uh,
that. I'm gonna
because a
go
lot
ahead
of
and
Protection.
land the
Okay,
plane.
okay,
I'm going
because
somewhere with that, right?
I know you were.
okay.
I know
You
you were.
you want you want okay? You want
And
to hear
and
my
I'm
story?
and I'm gonna
The
say
You
this,
want to hear
and
me?
then I'm gonna leave it alone after this because a lot of time the most aggressive person is somebody that looks like me.
Yep. Sad to say.
and where I was going with that is this. There's a
Oh, you want
bigger
okay? You
issue.
want to ask me? Yeah, you want to ask me? That's right. Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
bigger issue
That's a problem. That's
than
a problem.
304s and
That's the
any of that
biggest
other
issue.
stuff, right? Because
Yep,
if
Uh-huh.
we
yep.
fix the bigger issue, the bigger fish, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Fix what is really, really,
The
really,
the bigger
really the
issue is
problem.
you asking you targeting one person, but you're not targeting everyone else. You
Right.
Well, ask him the
targeting one
question because I
person.
guess he feel a certain way. But go ahead and ask everybody
Go
else,
ahead,
the
baby.
other
No,
two
no.
guys.
Am I? No, no.
He can answer
Am
the
I?
question. I'm sorry,
Am I
Brandon. I
serious?
he feeling
apologize.
Am I serious or am I not?
It's all right,
Am I
man.
being dumb?
She just was trying to get to a point real quick. She wasn't really kind of being little. She just wanted to hear
Actually,
a
I
couple
didn't
point of
hear
views.
him,
But
but
she,
see how that worked. See how. But go
Yeah.
ahead,
It's not
Damien.
how.
Go
No,
ahead.
it's not. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's not how it works. It's how it works for you. It's how it
Wow.
works for you.
No, what she was
Because you
saying
targeted out. No, you are no better than the fucking white people out there. You are no
Wow.
better than them.
hold
You
on,
targeted. No, 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 no. I will
no,
say it.
Damien, no,
I may
no,
get blocked.
no,
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 just
that,
you just
no.
gotta chill, man. Be all right.
Yeah,
It was just a
yeah.
question, man.
It's not that important
Okay,
It
if you
ain't
have
that
to go there like
serious.
that. I mean,
okay.
she
I
Y'all
will
hear
came.
shut. I will
always
shut.
down there
Okay,
crying,
okay,
man. He all right. He'll be all
okay,
right.
okay. I will shut up. I will shut up.
It's all right, ain't no big
I,
deal. She just was trying to get to a point real quick. That's all it was, and that's you just gotta understand it. Understand it works on both ends, man. It ain't always about our feelings all the time, man.
Wow.
And
it's
all
not
the
about
time
a
somebody
feeling. It's
asks a question,
about. It's
it's not,
about.
it's not about you sometimes, baby.
Right.
You making every situation about you. I mean,
No,
if she
no,
want to get
no.
straight to her
If
point,
I,
all she want to do,
if I, this whole conversation was it about me? Really? Are you serious? This whole
You missing the
conversation we
bigger
had
picture,
was it
man.
about me?
All
well,
right,
Was it
man. You
about
good,
me?
man. It's all
the
right.
way
You be
you,
all
the
right, bro.
way,
Okay, okay. I
the
got it. I
way
got it.
you
I
You
will
be all
shut
right,
wait,
up.
man. It's no
the
I will
way
big
shut
you
deal.
up.
interrupt,
I'm good.
the way
I
you
will shut up
interrupt, the way you was interrupting, it was about
because
you. You try to make it
I
about you.
want I was
See,
trying to
I
instruct
want.
her.
See,
I was to instruct her to like,
I want.
don't be a victim. Do not be a
She's
victim.
not being a victim. She's just making a point. She's just making a statement.
Yeah, I
That's
wanted to
all
see
she's
what you
doing.
was gonna get to. She was just trying to
Yeah,
get to a
she's
point
just
real
trying to
quick.
get to a point real quick.
I don't think she literally wanted to ask everybody. She just wanted to hear a couple of different point of views.
That was
Well,
it.
I
I want to hear from
apologize.
Damien.
I
I do
apologize.
want to
No,
hear
no, no,
from
no, no. I
Damien because
apologize. No, I
I,
apologize.
Nah, bro,
No,
you
I
better
will.
answer. She said she want to hear from you. Nah,
I
you
want
just
to
went
hear
through
from
all
him
this.
too
No,
because
no.
I'm
I'm
asking that.
good.
I do want
No,
to hear from him.
I cannot go. I cannot make myself on mute. Somehow I cannot
Come on, man. We
place
got to be
myself on mute.
mature, dog. Come on, we
Yeah.
grown people, bro. It's all right.
Yeah, we are grown, but you have to have some sort of intelligence and some sort of
Exactly. So if you have emotional
some
intelligence,
sort
which I
of
just read, I mean, we can realize that it wasn't a personal thing. That's what I'm saying. We can't
right.
be false claiming these situations that we're not even living up to ourselves.
That
You can't
part.
just throw that word
And
around when you lacking emotional intelligence yourself. You can't do that.
No,
that's
not at
right.
all.
And that's
So, I
why I
mean,
would
just
love to
realize that
go.
shows you. I mean, that it was just, it wasn't a
Yes,
personal
yes,
thing.
sir.
That's all it was. And we
Right.
taking it personal. It ain't be like
Right.
that.
Just like she,
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? I could say,
Yes,
well,
yeah.
Dad, she came up here and she only
I would
spoke to
love to
Kev.
go
I
on
can
mute.
say that real
I'm
quick.
trying. I'm trying to go on mute. I cannot go on mute.
Oh,
I would
okay.
love to go on mute. I cannot. I would love to, for respect her to listen to her.
Thank you.
I mean, all you gotta do is close your
But
mouth. You
I
be
will.
all right. You ain't gotta go mute.
Okay, okay, okay.
That part. That part.
What I was
I
trying to say,
apo-
fellas, and
Yes, ma'am. I
what I was
apologize.
trying to
I'm
say
sorry.
is there's a bigger issue that we need to tackle than 304s, right? Because it's not so You guys are saying that you're afraid more of a person that looks just like you are a person that look like me, right? And I've
Yeah.
been saying for a while, instead of men trying to tell women how to be, right? Leave it to the OG women to talk to the women and the men talk to the men, right? Because no more than I can tell you guys how to be a man, it is very difficult for a man to try to tell a woman how to be a woman.
So,
You can tell her how to dress. Wait a minute, I'm going to get to it. Because we cannot be protected if we can't be corrected. I definitely understand that, brothers, right? But it's the see how Damien came at me? See how the emotions went real quick? I was trying to
Mm-hmm.
make a point, not even pointing him out as an individual. I never said his name. I never said anybody's name on the panel. All I asked
Oh,
was a
you
general
there?
question.
Yeah,
Was
you dead already.
Damien, I thought you said you was.
you know what,
That was
bro?
always.
I can't
I'm
have
That was
this
sorry.
always.
conversation with this panel of people, so I'm going to go on mute, and
No, 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 no.
I'm
I
just
will
gonna
go on
listen
Don't
mute.
because
blame
I
the
feel
hey, don't blame the
I'm
panel,
leaving. You know
man.
what?
Just blame that you about to put us in the group now. Okay, I just drop it for a second since he can't. I'm gonna let you come back up, my brother. Love just trying to get her point across.
I just because it's really sad that women have to sit around and listen to these 304 conversations. They painful, but we got to listen to it because it exists, right? Those things
Why? Okay,
really.
why are you? Why are you? Okay, if that's the case, then why go in a room that's talking about 304s if you can't handle it?
No,
Right.
I'm not. I don't, Kev. I don't go in rooms talk about 304s. The rooms come to me. They come in my life talking about that.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
well, you got to boot
So,
them.
so wait a minute now. You're right. I can remove myself from somebody's room. You
Yeah,
feel me? But
yeah.
when the room come to me and
That's
start attacking me in my rooms, in my chats, in my lives, then that's what I'm saying. We have to listen to that because fact remains that there are women like that. There are situations and it's happening more often than not. I get it, right? But there's also a big problem with why aren't men holding men accountable for the shit that men do? Why is everybody so worried about women? What happened to men holding men accountable for why are y'all out here afraid of a brother that look just like y'all? Why? Like, why is that a thing? Why is that a thing that brothers, not y'all, because I have to be clear with my
I was about to say, who are you talking to? This is not
right.
the room. I hold everybody accountable. I ain't no gender specific. I
what I'm
think humans need
saying,
to get held accountable.
bro, what I'm saying is why are you guys afraid of people that look like y'all? Because of the aggressive nature of a brother, right? That
Because it's
it,
a protection mechanism. It's protection. That'd be naive to not be having that protection mentality. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to trust a lion. Like I mentioned before, right? That's why I say judgment is literally part of life. I'm not about to trust that a lion eats plants when I know they bite humans. I mean, it's just if you see 100 lions doing that, of course it's possible that a plant can. I mean, a lion can eat a plant or something like that, but in our experience, all we've seen them is biting people that we know that they're wild or something like that. I mean, it's just like that. It's really a protection mechanism. If I don't got hurt 100 times, how can I trust the next situation until I change my mentality? It take a lot to grow out of hurt. You know what I'm saying? All of us been hurt
exactly,
before.
exactly, because hurt people, right? And
Exactly.
eh, eh, my point exactly, Kev. What I'm saying is it's sad, and for the women too, it's sad for the women that are out here blaming every man for their disgusting choices, and men out here blaming women for their disgusting choices, when we all need to just choose better. We all need to
Most
choose
definitely.
better. We all need to be better. We all need to do that. But what I'm saying is, instead of it being about men and women in relationships, we need to get to the issue at hand. Brothers are looked at as why? You know what I'm saying? Even to any other race, not just you, bro. I'm talking
Right.
about any other race of people look at y'all as a threat all
Right.
the
Because
time. Why?
sometimes
It's
other
living
races.
life.
Yeah. Other races are afraid that we'll
But
come
my own
together.
kind messing me over. That's crazy. I'm not about to think no different. I don't trust nobody. I don't care if it's a color or not. But if I know it's a pattern, it's literally a pattern. If we don't learn from it, we be find ourselves in a messed up position because I want to be naive and think that somebody in a hoodie is not going to rob me. That's just crazy.
Right. I mean, you
I'm
all have
not
to
wrong for
understand.
having a protection mechanism. What the heck?
I mean, I'm gonna be protective, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna hear a person out. I'm gonna hear their opinion. Because that's what it
Most
is, their
definitely.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? But am I gonna blame every woman for what happened to me from another woman? No.
No.
And that's never been me by any means, because I have taken time enough to know me, to understand who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it took some time, but I still know who I am, and I still know what I want, and I know what I don't want. Some people are not taking the time to know who they are.
Right.
Everybody say they woke, but everybody ain't woke, because
Yeah.
if you haven't self-evaluated yourself first, how can you say you woke if you haven't self-evaluated yourself? Know your triggers, know what you can deal with and what you can't deal with.
Yeah.
Body ain't on that
Thank you,
level.
always chilling. That's true. You know what I'm saying? I just it
Well,
just
always
bothers me.
chilling ain't say nothing, but I mean, I was
All I know, I'm not getting hurt by these because I know a lot of people be thinking Pookies and Ray Rays. If I know I'm not a Pookie and Ray Ray, why would I get
right,
mad about that? That's
right,
how they feel. I can't go in they stuff and tell them what they talk about, or and even if, like you said, if it come to your room, I can always kick it out. Like we're not talking about that right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and my
I can
moderators do
control
block
what
me.
I be around. I literally can do that.
right,
You know. So we can't like everybody gonna have their own mentality. They gonna have their own what that thing they call rhetoric. They gonna have their
Rhetoric,
own rhetoric they
right?
talk about. I can't go in every room and check that because of that's how they think. That's just how they feel. Me,
right,
even if I go in there and be like, it's not all, they're not gonna change their mind like, you know what
right,
it ain't. We gonna stop talking about that now or something like it just don't work like that. People it's just hurt. People
Right.
don't know
yeah,
how to
Damien
express
brought
they
that
hurt.
up.
And we can't put our because we grew and expect them that they should grow or something like that. It just don't work like that. We just got to
right,
find people that got the same mentality as us. That's all it is. There's nothing we
Exactly.
can really do about it.
right,
Exactly, and that's all I'm saying about the women. Just find women that match your fly, that
Exactly.
match your rhetoric, that match what you want, and then we won't have these echo chambers, and everybody can go back to being happy because
yeah. I went,
everybody dealing with people that
yeah.
align with them.
Hey, I thought about this when I went into a live Friday, well, Thursday and Friday. I don't even think it is echo chambers. I think it's all it is people find trauma to bond.
Ooh, my God, look at that. Trauma bonds are real,
They
like
just,
a
You know
soul
what I thought
tie.
about
yeah,
another thing too? Why a lot of them rooms is because I be in some of the rooms too, right?
mm-hmm,
But they mix this up where because some one of them is like the people you looking for, right? If you ain't looking for it, there's no point of being interested in, right? But then again, you got some of the time the goal is for the youth, right? Because we always think about ourselves and we don't ever think about the youth, right?
right,
So it's for the youth. Sometimes you gotta either do a scare tactic or you gotta actually shame something because I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with shaming anyways, me myself, because if it's negative behaviors, it got to get shamed no matter what. I'm not about to praise no drunk. If you a
Right.
right,
drunk, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to praise it. I'd rather try to pray for it, but to get the message through, you got to let that know that it's wrong. So the next
right,
people or the people that's in the middle don't think it's okay to do it.
right,
You're gonna lose your family and all that stuff. There's no use to doing it. Let's get your drunk self on or something like that.
right,
So like most of the time, the messages is just it's a form of holding accountable in a way. I don't know, it's like that, but it's basically just bringing awareness that this is not good behavior. So I don't think that they trying to date, but it's like a married person can still give that type of thing, like, hey, watch out for the 304s or watch out for this is the type of behavior because some people might not think don't know what 304 oops what messed up 304 behavior is, or they might not know what okay they know it's simple with drunk behavior, but drug dealing, whatever they want to call it, right? They might not know, but some of them platforms got to be like that because you're going to either have the people that's stuck and like, why are you bashing me type stuff, or you're going to have the people that's like, okay, I never looked at it from this way, so I might have to do better in my life so I don't make these wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us made our decisions and we want people to cater to our decisions. It just don't work like that. We got to live.
Right.
We laid in our bed. We got to lay in it. We got to realize that we're not going to, things is not going to work. We made our decisions. It is what it is, but we got to at least look out for the next upcoming people so they don't make the same mistakes we made.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's,
Facts. I
that's,
agree with that.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
and if, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'll just say.
I thought somebody else on the panel was about to
Oh,
say
Oh,
something.
no, you good.
I just, Kev, I'm all for the bros. I know men are not the enemy. I know that. I know that I need a man in my life. I'm single by choice, not by
mhm.
force. I say that all the time because actually on this this
I
app
know it's
to
by
be a
by choice.
single woman.
Same stop.
To be a single woman is almost like a curse. I understand why you're single. Sometimes people single to be healed. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Protection.
Because they recognize that, I'm not all the way together. So I
right,
need to make sure that I heal what's broken in me so I don't break somebody else. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just doesn't mean they're lonely or alone.
It's
right.
It just
projection most
means
of the time.
they're not in a relationship with another person. That's all that means. It don't mean they can't do whatever they want to do, travel with somebody as a companion,
Hmm.
live their life. It's just you're not attached to anyone, so you're not hurting anyone.
Hmm.
But if
No.
you tell somebody you're a single woman on this app, I see why you single. Like that is
Yeah.
just a damn.
I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? And I've been in the live when I told, a person, yeah, she said, you single? Yeah, I see why you single. How do you see what I single? How do you see? What do you see? Oh, you this and you probably one of them Pookies and Ray Rays. First of all, I don't even know what a Pookie and Ray Ray is. I don't even know what the
But
mentality of a Pookie and a Ray Ray. So you cannot project your pain on me.
right.
And when I
Exactly.
talk with that man, Lord knows she lost it. Well, you just like the rest of them. I'm not like the rest of them. When I tell somebody I'm different than most, I'm different from all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their own opinion. Everybody have their own mentality. Am I black? Sure. I'm just like them. Yep. I'm black. I'm not aggressive. I listen to you. I listen to what you have to say. So listen to what I have to say. So
Hmm.
then we can get a clear understanding of each other before we start assuming why are we single.
Hmm.
Single is by choice, not by force. I'm single because I got some stuff I got to work out
Hmm.
before I take
All I'm
that
saying,
next step.
if you confident in your singleness, right? Nobody, just because they say something about it, like I said, most of the time it's a projection. If they say something about it, it is what it is. So you think that, so that's what it. Because I can't steer them. Me
Right.
explaining that I'm big on not proving I ain't got to prove myself to nobody, right? So if this how you feel, then I'm gonna let you stay. Because a lot of people they just want to feel good because
Yeah.
what you saying to them might be hurting. They want to hurt your feelings. But you don't
Right.
hurt my feelings because I know what choices I made in my life. I know my choices. I know I'm saying, what the heck you don't throw that in my face like I care about it. That's you that needs somebody to keep yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you don't know what it takes. I mean, you don't know that it don't take another person to make me happy, but you need that. That's why you're gonna have a miserable life because you need somebody or you relying on somebody for your happiness. Because
Yeah.
single is not a bad thing. I can get they mix
It's not.
alone and single. That's two different things. So in life, you
That's right,
can't be
Kev.
alone. You know
That's
what I'm saying? You need
right.
somebody to, I mean, it just ain't about everything you can't do by yourself, right? But single and
Right.
alone is two different things.
Right.
But people
I
need
think
people. People rely on people. That's the problem.
the
I won't
single
be
bite.
happy until I marry. That's you then. That's your miserable life. So you stay miserable until you find somebody, but you still gonna be back. You'll be miserable in a relationship. That's just what it is.
The single by choice is the one that's funniest to me, though. I don't think a lot of people gotta say that part. I'm single by choice. Can someone tell me that why I gotta add the choice by choice?
It was a choice to be single. Well, it's the
I
thing. The
get you
fact that
because I get what you mean in that because
yeah,
like it's like still
Hey,
trying to
hey,
prove
hey.
yourself or something like
Especially when
that.
women
I
say it. It's
I
just
think I
funny.
get you a little
Every
bit.
single person on this panel right here,
Just single about you.
even though we say we
Hey,
don't
hey,
have to prove
hey.
ourselves, we have proven
Look.
ourselves at some point to somebody. We have.
we
We
have.
So
have
we can't say we don't prove
Okay.
ourselves. Yes, we do. Yes, we
Yeah,
we
do.
we
do,
do.
we most definitely
We
do.
still do.
But I'm saying like when you get to a whole nother level of confidence, you're gonna learn that some people is not worth proving to, right?
That
So it's
part.
like I'm not about to, just because it's just something I've been learning within this thing. I realized that I'm like, dang, why am I doing all this to a person that's a nobody or that don't really care about my situations? I'm not to prove anything to you because all you're trying to do is just, you trying to, push whatever you got on me because you feel a certain way about me, but whatever. Just like said, somebody got put a bad name on me, right? I learned
You
I'm
know
not about to
what?
keep on sitting here and have to
Hey,
fight for, like,
hey,
I'm not that person.
bro.
What's the deal,
I
Damien?
love you. I love you. You all right. I love you. You all right. You're a good man. I really do. I'm not homosexual, but I do love you. I do love your content. And I do love how you make us come together. I'm being very, my hat off, right? Here we go. I do love how you bring all of us together to have a conversation, and we need you. Yeah, we need you. So I don't need you
Appreciate that, brother.
to. Yeah, I need you because you really helped me to help myself. Right? You really helped me. I need you to not do something dramatic, not do something crazy and stupid. I need you to just be there, to have a voice, my voice, because your voice is my voice, you know, and my voice is everybody else's voice, you know. Like I said,
Mm.
if you go away and just do some stupid shit,
Oh Lord.
what the fuck am I going to do without you? What the fuck am I going to do? You know? Yeah, I would jump to another live. I would jump, try to find another live to fill that void. But you are here right now. You are here right now.
Yeah, I
And you
appreciate that, brother,
feel,
man.
yeah, you feel my
I
void. I
think
mean,
DJ was saying something too, though, man. We gotta let him talk real quick, but I appreciate that, brother.
yeah, yeah, go ahead. I go on mute. I go on mute.
So
DJ, you there?
yeah, I'm here. So
Oh.
you guys talked about
Um,
something earlier.
it went. I mean, all the stuff we be talking about is to get somewhere anyway. So, like, so we just was saying different point of views on different situations of what we, just how we felt and stuff. That's all it is.
Right.
But you can hit the topic if you want to about how you feel about judgment in general. I feel like
I
it's
mean,
part of life. Well, I
yeah,
know it's part of life.
it's definitely part of life. Like I think it's a good thing actually. Because it's like for me, I use judgment and I use like negative reaction from people as like a source of my blind spots. Because when somebody says something to you that's negative, they always point out something that's you're not doing properly well in. And if you really think about it logically, like, oh, that's cool. I didn't thought about it that way. Thank you. But
I
most
like
people are emotional, so they will take those
it. Right.
insults as a as an insult. But it's not really if you really think about it, because they would never say you're making too much money. Or they would never say you're too cute, or they would never say you dress really, really nice. They'd be like, "Oh, your shoes is bigger than your feet," or they would say,
What the? I guess it.
So, what about food? Like, do I have to pay more? Like, if I go to a country, do I have to pay more? Like, I hire a maid, or to pay more for the money, or
I think. What the heck happened? I think. Oh, I don't know. I think
Echo.
DJ wasn't finished. He had something was on. I think something with his phone. It sounded like you. What you took a call? It sounded like you got an echo. Oh yeah, he got to come back up. Yeah. You was saying something about the food. Oh. Mm.
Yeah, I really want to hear that shit. I really want to hear
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Is he coming back up? He took a phone call or something. I think. I don't know where he went to. Mm. But shoot, was
Yeah, I've
somebody
been
else about to say something?
asking. Yeah, it was me. It's me because I
No.
have a retired military.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe $2,000 American dollars to move to the Philippines or Kenya or Cameroon or Ghana or whatever country in Africa. Is it okay for me to live comfort? No, to live comfortable?
Mm.
I'm not sure if there's anybody here from those countries, but I know 2 grand. No, 2 grand American is not enough.
Mm.
That's not enough. That's shit. And that's why I joined the whole TikTok live and just keep jumping and jumping from different live to live to ask the same question. The exact question, like, it's 2,000 American based on your currency and whatever country you're from. Can I live comfortably? That's all.
Mm. Mm-hmm. I
But
don't know about that. You got me on
nobody's
that one.
been, yeah,
Always you
nobody's
up
been
over there, man?
able.
Or is you chilling?
Huh? Hey, what's going on, brother?
I don't know. He fell asleep over there.
Oh, yeah. Shit,
My
it's
boy,
like what,
my
5
boy,
o'clock?
chill too heavy.
Yeah, it's like almost 5 o'clock p.m. in Texas, girl. Like, girl, boy, whatever the fuck you are. Shit, it's like 5 o'clock.
It's about to be 6 here where I'm at.
Oh shit. Oh, you're in the East Coast. Okay,
Yeah,
I hear you. Yeah. So how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Blessed, man. As always, you know.
Man, it's fucking
Trying to.
6 o'clock. How's the weather?
It's raining now outside.
Man, bring this shit over here where I'm at. Fuck.
uh, what is it?
West Texas, Odessa, Midland area, and we had a fucking heat warning. It's like, oh, it's gonna be like
Oh yeah, y'all
120
need some rain over
degrees.
there.
Yeah, we sure. My grass does. That's like free fucking. I ain't got to pay my water bill. Shit.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, yeah.
They letting DJ up? See his
I don't
box
see
in the
him.
Yeah,
box.
I only see him in the box.
yeah, yeah. Bring him up.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm a little lost, but I'm glad that she came up and spoke what she said. You know, what she was
Yeah,
saying is facts. You know what I mean?
most
We
definitely.
have to stop blaming
Nah,
the women for a lot of
that's in the past.
our own
That's in the
actions as men.
past. That's
Exactly. That's what I was
that's
saying. Right.
You know what I
that's in the
mean?
past, man. That's in the past.
No, I
Let's
mean
move
that's
on.
current. That's still current. You know what I mean? The
Right.
past, you know what I mean? If it happened yesterday and something we came up with a solution. You know what I mean? And I feel like the solution is that we as men, we have to take accountable for our actions and vice
Mhm.
versa to make it better.
So,
So you
so
know what I
what is
mean?
your solution?
We have
I'm
to
not
make a
trying to be a spokesman
we have to
for.
make a judgment call on our lives.
Yeah.
You know? Am I
Yeah.
right?
So
Am
what
I
is the
right or wrong?
solution?
More.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you
wrong. You're
100% right
wrong.
on
Well,
that.
You know what I mean?
you're right and you're
I,
wrong. What is the solution?
and
What is
everybody
the
got their own
solution?
personal reasons for what they you know what I'm saying. Everybody different, man.
The solution
I
is
hear you.
you know, find out what's in you that is wrong or
Mm-hmm.
why you keep making the same decisions about who you choose.
Mm-hmm.
That's the solution. Get
Nah,
some
that's
psychological,
irrelevant.
get some psychological.
Would you? Okay. Okay. So your psychological help and your mentality, would you, you know, bleed down to your children?
It's
So
going to.
what is the
I just,
solution, sir? If you
I
don't
just
mind me
said.
asking.
I just said it.
He said it.
That's for you. That's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel
For
good. You
If
feel
everybody.
his
better.
children is looking up to him, that's most definitely a solution. And he's showing the ropes. Just like we was
That's
talking about following and leading, right? So if they following at the dad's footsteps, right, and he's correcting himself, the kids gonna learn how to correct themselves.
right.
Okay.
See that daddy ain't right all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
But how do you break the circle? How do you break the bond? How do you break the bond
How
from
you break
you
the
Like
as a
that.
cycle? I just
you
said it.
sir
I just
you
said it.
sir as a okay.
I
Just
just said.
like
I
that.
just said it
Yes.
twice.
No. I heard you the first time, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not
What's a? Is
I
it
did
a
not
certain
believe it.
answer you looking
I
for?
did not believe it.
He
No,
said,
no,
"Ain't
no,
one
no, no,
answer."
no. Man, you
Most
don't
definitely,
want
it
to hear
starts off with
my
accountability with ourselves,
answer.
and that's with
Yeah,
everything. Every selection we make in our life, we're accountable for it. Just like what
that's
I was
right.
mentioning earlier, like even if we find ourselves in triggering moments, right? We pick and
That's
choose
right.
if we let a person trigger us. Like I always say this stuff that our triggers is our own problems. You
Right.
know, so like anything we find ourselves in, even like this, right? If I find myself in an app and always saying, "Oh, this is a toxic app" or something like that, that is my choice because I choose to be on this app, right? But I can actually look for rooms that's motivating. I can look for rooms that's that's influencing or something like that. That'd be my choice, man. Because like all of us literally have a talent bar. All of us is not built for certain situations, but we try to fit ourselves to be built for everything. It just don't work like that. It's some stuff I just can't take. Me myself, like I was a couple, I can't go in because I tried it a couple times, but it just didn't work in my favor.
Right.
Hold on real quick.
Yes,
Wait a
Man,
sir.
I mean, they was tearing me up, but
Yes,
I'm
sir.
like, you know what? What am I doing? they're not going to ever understand me. So I'm not about to go in there no more. There's no point. You know, I'm not about to give myself a headache and think
Right.
that they're going to change because of what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But what I did was like when I do go to the rooms now, because I'm so big on emotional control, emotional intelligence, I wanted to see if I was really about that life. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I know I got my stuff in control. So I go in there to test my emotions. That's the only reason why I probably go in there. Is like, all right, I know they ain't gonna agree with me, but let's see how this gonna go. And maybe I could find some people in there that might agree or feel what I'm saying or try to make some type of change or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I go in there and then one of the times I got told up somebody, this girl like, I feel like you're gaslighting me. I'm like, dude, I'm just telling you why it sounds like you in competition or something like that. I'm like, we're not getting anywhere with what you're saying. Is you're gaslighting me. I didn't say that, all this stuff. And then this one dude tried to go back and he started trying to take up for her, Mr. Superman and all that stuff. And you something like you were beating something like I'm like, bro, I never called nobody out there name or nothing. But then again, look, I didn't snap. You know what I'm saying? Hey, job well done. I just did for myself because I didn't snap. I realized that I am practicing what I'm preaching. So
Right.
that's why I went in there because it's a reason why we go in everything. But if you're going in the spot to get triggered, or you around people that's triggering you, that's you got to find a way to like, okay, I don't need them. You got to make that decision and overpower that. Like this ain't my type. That's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? So accountability works always. The people we hang out with, the people that we choose to sleep with, the people. I
Right.
mean, the jobs that we want to go to. I chose this job. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff we can't blame nobody else but ourselves. Everything go back to self. That's how big accountability is.
Yep.
Yep.
Cover all bases.
Yeah. So I think DJ wanted to finish saying what he was saying though.
Yeah, I got a
What's
call or something.
I want to say what I want
Yeah,
to
you got. Yeah, I'm finished.
Yeah,
Said that a long time ago. I'm gonna let you go back, Damien.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
But yeah, man, I was talking about the judgment part, but then I got a call, and then you said what gives you authority to give. I mean, I think to give somebody a compliment, I think well, we know people like to be recognized, right? It's a natural human thing. So I think if you can be respectful about the compliment, then why not?
I'm gonna give you the backstory on that. I was just when I put that down. I wish she was in here. I was being funny because somebody asked me what will give me the authority to give advice or constructive criticism. So I thought about it. I'm like, well, that's still a form of. I guess it's still a form of judgment. But I'm like, hold up, compliments and all that stuff. We don't ask for authority for that, but we just receive it, right? So that's why I'm being funny. Like, we'll give you the authority to give a compliment. You know what I'm saying? You just gave
Okay.
your thoughts on how you felt I looked like, right? So I'm just saying, like, with that energy, and I'm just trying to prove a point, like, that's just part of life. Judgment is literally part of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think most people are not students. Like I'm a student of life forever. Like I'm always in learning mode anyway. So I think most people are so scared to look at their situation. They don't want to take accountability, or just simply take new information to see from a different perspective. So they so hold on to their identity. They're scared to hear anything new. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why these lives, man, you go in there, you're like, I mean, these lives, people get triggered. I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. Why are you triggered? Like, you cannot
Yeah.
make me triggered. Like, what?
Don't let a trigger person trigger you. I'm gonna put it that way.
Exactly. Like, you can't trigger me, bro. You can't call me bro. You can't call me fat. You can't call me nothing in this world to make me feel triggered on somebody on the internet. Like, what? It's crazy. So,
I mean, we're gonna fall short, but I'm just saying that's just
of course.
motivating words I can say. Everybody can go probably get triggered. I mean, it's a human thing, but the whole thing is like you want to focus on not letting another person trigger you because they're triggered.
Right.
Does it go
I
back
mean,
to
I'm not
self?
lying, but think about it though. If you're alive, right, and you're speaking about something, I mean, if you're passionate about something, and you know somebody's wrong and they're trying to correct you, and they come in a different angle, you're like, okay. But for the most part, it's kind of hard, man. Like
It's
people are, I
hard.
think,
It's hard, but it ain't impossible.
right? Yeah, of course, I'm not a robot. But I think the main thing is, man, is like a lot of these people need attention. That's where they come from. So they seek in these rooms to seek validation, or just to get somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? They're in their house. So they in these lives and they get triggered because they don't know how to communicate with people.
Mhm.
I got a sales job, so I'm talking to people all the time, so I gotta understand to communicate to manage my emotions. So maybe I'm a little bit different than most people, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my
We
whole
got to realize that too. Even because our emotions is managed, I don't mean everybody else's is. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta like I said, the entitlement mentality, we got to grow out that situation for real because it hurts us every last time. Well, I'm this way, so why aren't you this way or something like that? We can't do that. We got to realize that that's just humans. Humans got a mind of their own. That's just how it is. Some stuff you just really can't talk it out.
What's
You
so
just can't.
crazy? What's so
You,
crazy? In the
you've
last,
came this far. You've came this far. What you have right now.
right?
Just
Yeah.
keep pushing. Yeah, you've came this far. What you have right now. I mean, hell, you have more than I have. And
Mm.
just keep pushing. Just keep pushing forward, brother. Because I want to have what you have. And don't let me catch up to you. Do not let me catch up to you. Just keep pushing
Right.
mentally, physically, and emotionally in your heart,
Hmm.
you know? You know? It's not about the whatever. Let me take my hat off, right? Because this hat is bullshit, right? Okay, I'm talking to you seriously. Bro, I love your life. I love to talk to you. I love to listen to people. And you really listen to us. You listen to us to talk openly about how we feel, what happened to us. You're like the fucking LMK. Like we talked about that earlier, right? No, but I am joking. I am joking,
But
but
all of us could be
I
there.
am, but I am being serious in the same way. I'm being serious. You are the LMK. Like people need you to talk to you. People need you every day
We
to
need
just
one another for real, man. Because
That's
like even if you say that,
open up the heart.
we still need somebody to understand or listen. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So it's like
right.
appreciation on both ends. You know, appreciate for understanding my side, and I'm gonna understanding your side. It's just all of us try to understand each other, or appreciate that maybe we might not understand each other at the moment. Sometimes we might get in our feelings about certain stuff, but it might take time to actually resonate what has been said to us sometimes too. But it's a lot of stuff we do start off rip and stand 10 toes on like I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? But we never really took the time to actually, hear because as soon as we hear some opposition of what we saying, it'd be like, man, there ain't no way how you believe like that. But then it take time. Sometimes it just take time, for real.
Yes,
What's
sir.
so
Yes, sir.
Boston, man? I
We
appreciate you
need
so much too,
we,
man.
we need more people like you. We need more people like you to actually like just listen,
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of
just
people like
listen.
me.
You
I
know?
don't, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people like me
No,
though.
that's not. That's
I'm,
not. That's
uh,
not.
I
This
believe
really
it's more. That's
not.
the reason why I'm on this app because I feel like I'm gonna find more people that's like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So.
I will be. I will jump and jump and jump, and I only have two lives: you and one other person. I would like follow.
Mustache me.
No, seriously, brother. Like we need more people like you to be strong. To be strong for us because we are weak. We are weak. We need more stronger people like you.
No, we not all weak.
We
So
not.
I am
It's
hold
weak.
on,
all about
let's
the
let's process
mentality,
this.
I,
man. You can't.
Let,
I
let's
am
You
weak.
can't
process
say
this.
put yourself like
I,
that, man. None.
Hold
All
on.
of
You
us.
know,
We just trying.
you know what?
hold
I
on.
don't give a
Let's
fuck.
start over.
I would say I am weak. I don't give a fuck.
That's fine.
Look, you have a voice. You have a force and you have followers. I don't have the followers. I don't have a voice like you do. So I am weak.
Most of these
I am
followers are
weak.
not. It's the difference between followers and supporters. Not on people don't even really support me. I got a big gold following. Most of these, the ones I'm probably bought for ads and stuff, but they don't really mess with me like that.
Right.
So it's just it's all about it's really the support and the message. That's all it is.
That's
So
it.
You
let
talk
me
too
ask you.
much.
Let me
You
ask you a
talk too
question.
much.
Let me ask you a
Listen,
question,
listen. You
Damien.
talk too much. Just listen. Go
I'm just
ahead.
want to ask
Yeah,
you a
go ahead,
question,
sir.
bro. I just want to ask you a
Yes,
question,
go
sir.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Why you consider yourself weak? That's all I'm asking.
Right. We don't do
Why
that
am
in
I?
here, man. We don't do that
Why
in
am
here.
I?
Ain't nobody
Yeah,
weak
I
in
would
here.
not. Yeah, I would not.
We just think different. We
Yeah.
all still learning. All of us. If you want to say weak, then we all weak because we can always be better the next day.
Yeah.
That
It's
part.
something we work on every last single day. So it's not nobody above nobody for real. We just all got our own ways of thinking. That's just all it is. Something that I'm
If you
weak in, you probably strong in. You know what I'm saying?
if you want to find my Facebook, my Instagram, my WhatsApp, I would not tell you that. I would never answer that question on fucking WhatsApp or TikTok. No, I would never.
All
Never.
of us got our own strengths. I'm gonna put it that way. So all of us need each other.
And see,
I can't do none of this stuff by myself. Imagine me talking to who I'm talking to. All I'm doing is reaching out to myself and nothing. But we need multiple point of views to get anywhere because I don't. A lot of this stuff come from other people's point of views and stuff. So I just I stick with what resonate with me. From other people and just use it, and then try to hear other more people out because all of us still trying to find something.
And
Right.
here we are. Here we are talking to you right now. So here
yeah,
we are talking to you.
And I like that, just like CD said, and he been around ever
So
since.
there we
I've been
go.
on this thing for a long time, though. This is exactly
So
how it is. All of us realize
so
that we all have different point of views, but at the end of the day, we trying to figure out a solution at the end of the day and find something to better our life. As long as nobody come, like I said, I've just changed this room to no excuses because I'm really done with the excuses, man. Because excuses won't help us build up anyways. It won't get us anywhere.
Right.
That's why I'm big on the holding accountable because we won't be able to, if nobody's getting held accountable for and that's like me. Okay, I'm put it this way. That's just like me. And I'll use this as an example for my cousin and stuff. Like somebody got a booger in their nose or something like that, right? I'm not about to just sit there and walk around with a booger in their nose. Shit.
I'll wait for you to
She
say
ain't
that.
playing with it. But I'm just saying that's like me not saying something without guess what? Somebody go, who gave you the authority to tell me I got a booger in my nose? But I'm looking out for you. That's the only way we can better ourselves. Get that. I'm trying to tell you, you got to get that booger out your nose. You don't want to be sitting here because it's obvious you might not be aware of that booger in your nose. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So that's just how it is. That's how holding accountable is. It's looking out for each other, even if you don't like it or not. So
And the best part of it is if he's in your circle, if this guy's around you, that's weak in something. You gotta show it to him because he make you weak. He
Right.
make you look
mhm.
crazy. Like if people look around you, like, oh man, them niggas got them. Look at his man's. You know what I'm saying? So it make you weak. So of course you're gonna point those things out. I was simply asking him like, why you weak? Since I met him here, I was gonna have a grown up
No, man.
conversation. Maybe you know what I'm saying?
It's just got to strengthen up, man. We all got it in us, man. We was all, it's just we got to look at stuff from their point of view. I'd rather not say weak. I would just say that, and that's why I said I'm big on wording, man. It's the way we say stuff to ourselves. I might not be there yet. I'm not understanding at this moment not yet. You know what I'm saying? I just got to grow a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But you say you weak, you just stand. You just like I said. We supposed to make our titles, right? We don't let the titles make us. So if we call ourselves this is what we're going to become it, right? So we gotta make. If I want to be a strong person, I'm pretty sure everybody want to be strong. Everybody want to be, grow in some way. So you got to think in a growth type mentality.
Right.
Now, that's like that weak stuff right there. When you say weak right there, that's like so close to the border of victim mentality because that's like
Yep.
telling you that I can't do anything else but this. But that's why I'm trying to say we got to change our wording. We got to change our way of thinking so we can grow somewhere and better our lives. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. It don't work. No, life don't get handed to us. Stuff don't get handed to us for us to big ourselves up. We got to do this stuff with self. Everything literally starts with self.
Yep.
We can't expect somebody to hold our hands to get us somewhere. It don't work like that. Of course we need each other, but we shouldn't be relying on each other. We're supposed to take what we can take from just like this room. We take from each other what we can do to better our life. You know what I'm saying? And then and move on with it. You know what I'm saying? All of us had the ability to do better. All of us had the ability to be MLK like we was talking about earlier. All of us had that ability. You just got to work hard on it.
Right.
You just got to work and listen and understand each other and try to find the best path you can do.
And the key word is right there is listen. Be able to listen. Not be able to listen to respond. Be able to listen to understand what somebody's point of view is. Because we can't keep shutting someone down and not trying to understand what they're saying. Let it resonate for a minute. You don't even have to say nothing. There's a lot of times somebody say something to me, I'll be quiet because I want to understand what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I feel like now you're coming at me some other way, then I'm like, okay, whoa. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just like what you said earlier. But at the same time, we have to listen to each other to understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta I don't know, man. We gonna get there. I
We
already know
gonna
we're
get
gonna
that right, and we gotta be around
get
people that's willing to listen too, because everybody not trying to listen. That's
there.
one thing.
Everybody
It's like
wanna
talking
be
to the
the
wall
leader.
sometimes.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be the leader.
Yep.
and is scared to be the follower. And like we said earlier, it's okay to be a follower sometimes.
It's all right. It's okay. All of
Because
us,
one
even
day,
leaders, still following the way. No matter what, you can
right?
lead at what you specialty in, but still got to follow something to get somewhere. You
Mm-hmm.
still,
That's it.
we can't go and get away from that. You know, maybe everybody can't be a leader, but everybody following is not a bad thing. I mean, you're still open to learn something, you know, or you know what I'm saying, because you still got to have that some type of submission to, you know, or I don't want to say that word, you know what I'm saying,
No,
but
you better say that word. You better not. You better not say that word.
right. But you got to get somewhere, you know, to learn something. We don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Even coaches can be coached. I be saying that. I say even tow trucks might need a tow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. We don't know everything.
Right. I mean, and I look at it even better. You know what I mean? I went to. I think I talked to somebody. I said even a judge gonna have to need somebody eventually. He
And be
gonna be judging somebody, but he gonna be judged after a while. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
He could be doing
Exactly.
something, or he might did something he ain't mean to do. He's gonna be judged. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers too. So we all need each other at some shape.
Yes. We need each other. But like I said, let's not mix because everybody be mixing that up. Just in general, right? I'm talking in general. They
In
mix
general.
rely and need. Those are two different things. We
Yeah,
shouldn't rely on one another, but we do need each other. Because
and
if
we
you
do.
sticking, holding, relying, and holding somebody's hand your whole life, when you gonna live your own life? You know what I'm saying? When you gonna be able to?
That's it. It's
Sometimes we
like
got to get that bird treatment, get kicked out that nest, and learn for ourselves. That's just why it is. Because how we gonna ever know our capabilities?
ain't that the truth? Ain't that
Facts.
the truth? You know, man, you hit you said a mouthful then. You're right.
We gonna get somewhere though. Like I said, I believe in this stuff, man. Like only the strong survive, man. It's like I be noticing that I can lose a lot of people because a lot of people can't. They don't. I don't know. But like I said, I am very. The only thing I am against is excuses, and I realize that.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm owning up to it. It's just got to be respected. That's all it is. Like I respect people that want to make excuses, but it's just like it don't fit in my area because like I don't think we get anywhere in life with from excuses. It just don't work. We got to literally put in their work. You know what I'm saying? We got to find out something. Like I was hearing before, somebody. I ain't gonna mention the name, but he was like, "Well, if we do all this, they're gonna tear the wall down or something like that." That happened in the past and stuff. So that means don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it a different way or a better way. Let's stop making excuses and then do it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We're not gonna get anywhere if we keep talking about it, and it's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. That's that victim mentality stuff I'm talking about. Well, what if this happened? And what if that? I can understand being safe, right? I can understand that. But when we gonna put in that work? When we gonna like? What if I lose weight, it ain't gonna work the way I want? No, just do it. Just
Let's
do it
do it.
and see if it's gonna happen. Life is a gamble. It's gonna either work or not.
Right.
That
Don't want
Like always, I
I
always
was about
say,
to
what's
shift
your
off again.
that.
Solution over
Boss.
100% for sure.
Solution over problems.
I always say, what's the alternative, right? If you're going through something and we need to get the result, what's the
Hmm.
alternative? Not doing nothing.
We're gonna cry about it. That's all.
Yeah,
Let's just keep
yeah,
crying about it.
yeah. We're gonna take it to every platform and cry about it. Have
Yeah.
a mentality, victim mentality. Oh well, I went to the bank and I'm okay. Keep trying. It's nothing
You
harm.
don't,
With,
you don't
don't
know my story.
complain. 'Cause
People be thinking, look, people think you gonna cry yourself to make somebody else feel better. You know what I did make you feel bad. I shouldn't have said that. What it do not work like that, man. People don't care. People
Never
yeah,
do.
literally don't care. I can't cry myself into it, and I got fired from a job and think I'm gonna cry myself, and then all of a sudden the manager gonna be like, you know what? I was wrong. You should have kept. No, they gonna be like, you are a number. Get up out of here. You ain't fed me. So that means move on somewhere else instead of still crying about that job and find you another one that fits your life. That's all it is.
and don't they know there's so many jobs out there that's available and people. Hey, you gotta go find you another job. Go find another job.
Right. Like it's the only one in the world.
You think that just because one person got fired, that they, oh, I'm going home and I'm gonna soak in this right here because I need some help. I can't get another job. But you ain't applying yourself to try to go find another job. All you trying to do is want somebody to have sympathy for you. So, oh man, my bad, bro. Why you lose your job? I'm not. Get up and go do it again. Shit. Find you another job.
Even
You know what I
that,
mean?
look, if we go to that too, why did you lose your job, right? Oh, you
Oh
trying to
yeah,
victim blame? What you
yeah.
trying to? I hate that. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of my triggers on here is that victim blaming stuff. That jump be burning my. As soon as I hear that, that jump be burning my spirit. Though I ain't gonna lie though. I'm
No.
like, bro,
Oh, it's
dog.
so crazy.
I'm
Like,
just trying to get to the solution of what happened because you might got to get corrected. You know what I'm saying?
especially when men do it.
It's so crazy, dog. What you
When men
mean? I
does it
did that.
doesn't work.
You be clean. Oh man, y'all got me sweating today, man. This is some stuff, man, for sure.
You
Yeah, bro,
scared
that
to,
shit crazy.
scared to step out. You still, if you want to say, you're scared to step out on faith. You believe and you have, whoever you believe in, step out on faith. You feel like it ain't gonna work? Okay, keep trying. You know, keep doing it over and over until you get it right.
Yeah.
You can get 99 no's, but eventually you can get that one yes that you're looking for.
Hmm.
But Henry Ford said it best. He said, if you believe you can do it, or Einstein, one of the guys said it, if you believe you can do it, if you believe you can, you're right.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You're right either way. So it's up to you. It's all you believe.
Exactly. Oh, right. That's a prime example of point of view. That's what I'm saying. Like, because it's like both of them, right? Like people be like, oh, you got a you got an optimistic mentality, but but in reality, like, who said being optimistic is not reality? That's still reality too.
Exactly.
Pessimistic and optimistic is still reality. It's
Exactly.
negative and it's positive in this world. It's just what you choose to set your mind on. Whatever you choose to see is what you gonna see. But I would
Right.
choose to rather see the positives and negatives than sit here and keep looking for the negatives and positive. That's a harsh way of living. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But both of them is reality. But you can really change it by the way you're thinking. You will take more or maybe a better risk and you know what I'm saying, and realize that maybe these risks ain't meant for, or this situation not meant for me at the moment. That's just how it is. It's a positive way of looking at it. Instead of looking like, man, I can't believe I went through this, I can't believe, you know what I'm saying? But that's a harsh thing. That's wasting time. Even though I don't like saying wasting, but it's still wasting time. You know what I'm saying? To keep thinking about the past. It is what it is. It's behind you. So start you a new future or start you a new present. Make something new. It wasn't meant for you at that moment.
It's wasting time if you keep living the same past over and over again.
Must
That's for sure.
become things. Be positive, most definitely, 100%. That's why I'm big on that, sis. I'm big on that. People, mm, man, it's so
But it's
much, man. It's so much work, man. But I feel like, just like you said, I feel like we can. Them 500 people, we gonna find them, man. It's just all about it's people that's in that middle ground, right? That's what I'm saying. I got beliefs in the people in the middle ground and people that already think like this. But the people that's probably way below, it's gonna take them a long. I'm not to say below, but it's people that's just on the. They say if I'm left and they right. It's people just right. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to them at the moment. Maybe they got to learn the hard way to be in the middle ground, then go left. You know what I'm saying? But some people you can't just sit there and hold your back and wait for them to make their decision and stuff. You just got to move on without them, and then they find another way to get to your ride. Or some people might not ever be able to get to the same destination. That's just how it is. That's
But
just
this is
how
the
it
game.
is.
This is the game, right? So my message is like you got to influence the influencers. So we can't save everybody. So I think we can, if we can save a few people, that they can go influence the people that they can relate to, because we cannot relate to
Exactly.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. It can be contagious. I'm big on that contagious stuff, man. Just like negative can be contagious, while positive can't. You know what I'm saying? That's just
exactly,
how it
yo,
is.
it's the same thing. Like people say distractions. I'm like, yeah, I love distractions, but positive distractions. I mean, if you can go party every weekend, you can also go to Bible study on weekends, or you can go
Preach.
masterminds on weekends. Like you can do the same thing to pass time. Like it's all energy. Is where you put it.
Exactly. Man, now, where does these good people coming from? I love Sundays. I might have to follow you. I'll be stingy with my stuff. I'm following. But yeah, man, you preaching for sure, man.
Just a matter of energy, bro. You
And
gotta.
people don't like to hear that either, though. They
No,
don't want to hear that because
you know why
people
I don't like
like
to hear
they
it?
love staying in their sorrow.
You know why I don't like to hear it? Because that thing up top in the red, accountability. That one
That's why I
word,
made it real like that because it hurt people's spirit when they hear it. What the freak? You kind of was like, hey, this ain't meant for you. This ain't meant for you. I know me myself. I 100% know I'm not for everybody. I say that every time I'm on here. I know I ain't for everybody, man, because that's not my goal either. I mean, that's a wish or that's a make. of course I want everybody to find a way or something like that, but I'm just saying I'm fully aware. In reality, I know that I'm not going to save everybody. Or who am I to say? Maybe I'm not the person to save that person. Maybe somebody else can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at myself as I'm the done or something. If you don't listen to me, that means
Yeah.
you'll never get it. No, they might listen to somebody else and get it. Everybody, like, delivery matters. My delivery might not mean something to them, but somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some people gotta, it's like a puzzle or something like that. Some people you gotta put a puzzle a certain way for them to connect to them. Some people,
Yep.
it's just like that. And some people, it's just one of them fat pieces of puzzle. Boom, boom, and they get it. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it's like a bunch of dots and you got to get to it, and then all of a sudden you got it. You know what I'm saying? Some people would never fix the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? That boy gonna stay scattered. That's just the way of life. That's the way of life.
Yep. That's why I say influencers, man, because like we can't say everybody. So like
Mhm,
I was creating this thing, right, where I was like trying to work with a few people,
mhm,
and I want to talk to the leaders. So the military have like when they going to the army, they have like 6 person to a crew.
mhm,
'Cause you
Mm,
cannot lead 30, 40 people at once because it's a lot easier to move move 6 men. Like it's a lot
mhm.
easier that way. So
right.
you can get fast. You can grow a lot faster that way. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to scale whatever idea you're trying to spread. So I don't know. I just those things I'm trying to think of, like especially with the black community. How we gonna help us? Like it's gonna be hard to do it in a mass,
Mhm,
like how MLK did it back in the day.
mhm,
Well,
Yeah, one leader is
that, that,
hard for us to, what I'm saying, just gotta break it down to like six, 3 people. Like let's have small groups so we can in front of us and touch them and like, yo, this is what the message is.
yeah.
But there's gotta be one message that'll go across and break it down.
that's what we were just talking about earlier. I feel like that we got so many like-minded people, and the
Yeah.
ones that are like-minded are trying to reach the ones that are not, and they have to
Mhm,
stop trying to reach those that they can't and find the ones that are. You know what I'm
Yep.
mhm,
saying? That are on that level, that are
mhm.
trying to make a change, a
Just to get
positive
help back.
impact on this world. You know what I'm saying? Not only the world, their community.
Mhm,
So
Yes, community. That's where it's
those
at.
are the
Yep.
ones that we need to, build one platform for, because once people see that there are 100 to 500 people that's like-minded, they'll start gravitating to the positive. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Right now, people are gravitating to the negative because that's all they hear. You know what I'm saying? Then when they hear the positive, oh, they'll come in Kevlar, oh, it's only 5 people in here, but they'll gravitate to one where there's majority. Instead of
mhm,
saying, well, wait a minute, if it's 5, that means it's something good. That means some people
mhm,
want to hear it.
mhm,
Yeah.
But there are 5 people here that want to hear it. So we starting small.
mhm.
Eventually, it'll grow. It'll get to the point
Yeah.
where Kev gonna be like, "Dad, man, I got over 1.5 million K people in my live." You know what I'm saying? Now it's starting to reach. You can go into other people's live. You see 1.5 because they want that drama.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They want
Yep.
it.
But imagine all
Imagine
5 of
that.
us.
A one
Imagine.
point thousand man, boy, with
1.K.
people that's like us, boy, that's a powerful. That is
That's the
powerful.
house, man.
I mean,
Let me
people,
break.
the people with the like special victim mentality, people, they will literally sizzle in this room and probably leave back out. It's like the vampire going to church and sizzle.
Hey,
It's like, oh dang, what is this?
when you think about it, how many creators that you don't live and they speaking positive into people? You know what I mean? Boston just left. How she speak positive.
Oh yeah, Buster for sure. She good
You
one
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? So then you look at DJ speaking positive.
Mm.
I'm speaking positive.
My
So
man
that's
that left
5 people,
earlier.
right? So that's 5 people that we probably can branch out,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then we
and
come back.
we'll
We come.
weed out the ones that don't want to, because they don't want to hear that positive mentality.
No.
Yep.
They always hear negative. So you know what I mean? They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have their own live. They're gonna
They
have
ain't ready yet.
they ain't ready. So
Mm-hmm.
we can't wait on them. We got to go about our business because we got more time behind us than we had ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know
No.
so crazy? And that's why when people like us get together, we have to speak on some real serious shit so we can learn from each other to pass on
Yeah.
when we go out.
Iron sharper iron.
When we
Of course.
go to the world and like say for example I go in a live by myself and you in a live by yourself, you can speak some positive stuff to try and convert as much as you can. Cause we're in a
Mm-hmm.
conversion game. We're not gonna convert all, but we can convert one or two out of a live. So whenever we get back together again, we always gotta speak high level stuff so we can keep learning, and then we go back out and do our thing, and get back again
Hmm.
and recharge. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. Hey.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
you can't keep
Baby
it. You
steps,
can't
man.
keep
That's
it.
what it be. The best stuff starts with patience and baby steps, man. If you just end up rushing to it, most of the time it's something up with that, and then you don't have the time to even have appreciation about the process either.
Yeah.
That's how I be looking at it. Like I'm not there yet, but it's a reason why I'm not there yet because I'm probably not built up enough to get to that situation. So maybe it's some more work I got to do with myself and in my platform, and we gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about being consistent and having faith and learning more about yourself.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it. That's it. The
And that's what.
identity.
Go ahead.
No, I was
Go
just
ahead,
saying this.
DJ.
That's your identity. You know what I mean? Identity is a reflection of what you got going on. So if you're not there
Yeah.
yet, it's because you're not there yet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, ain't nothing to complain about. That's why I say everything happened for a reason. If and whatever is meant is meant. That's just how it is. We can't change it. We can't complain about it. I mean, people complain, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, we just got to realize that this situation wasn't meant, or this is not my time at the moment, or you know what I'm saying, or the time is coming. And if it's
Right.
not, it is what it is. This grind, I'm going to appreciate the grind I'm having and stuff. And I'm still getting a lot of good out of it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like even this app itself has did a real big change in my life because at first it was this book, right? This audio book called Atomic Habits, and then when I did that, then me and I went through my stuff like lost my emotions a couple times on this app and all that stuff, whatever. Sometimes I fall short, but then I learn from it, right? I don't make no excuse about it. I put it in
Right.
check when I end up doing it and realize, I feel bad about it, disappointed. Then I check it, not sitting there disappointed and then sitting there not and then crying about it, but check it. I'm checking because like I know I want to do better for myself. So of course I'm not about to make an excuse about my situation. So yeah, it has most definitely helped me out in meeting like people like y'all and all that stuff, whatever. It's been helping me out here in different point of views, and it's making me stronger and make me realize so much stuff in this world, how people is. That's why I can identify. Remember we was talking about it, I was telling you about that before, BK. Like it's easy to spot out certain stuff when you done put so much work on yourself. When somebody lying to themselves. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
You
That's
can hear it because you can hear
Yep.
it when they speak. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because that's why I've been listening to a lot of people. I'm like, man, if I go in these lives where guys say I'm woke, I'm this, I'm that, or female, you ain't woke. You just projecting your hurt, trying to pretend like you're something that you're not. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Of course, you can get on this app and be whoever you want to be, but you know real when you hear it. You know fake when you hear it. Because at one point in time, hey, we ain't always been where we are. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
had to come from that. We had to come down that channel of hurt or blaming. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We had it,
Yep.
so we know what we know what it sounds like when we hear it. But people are like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you can say what you want to say, but I hear it. You know what I mean? I ain't hurt. I ain't this. I ain't that. Yes, you are. Because there's certain words you say because you're projected on someone else like you're not hurting. You are hurting when you
Mhm.
start projecting, pointing fingers. Oh, he did this to me, and come on, man, sit down somewhere.
And then the fact you got to prove yourself. That's why I said I had to focus on it because I was once that person that had to try to prove myself that why you say I'm hurt? I'm not hurt. Like me saying that is showing that that mean you kind of must be right because I got to prove myself. So I
Right.
learned like I got to just shut up, let them believe what they believe, and it is what it is. You think I'm hurt? It is what it is. I'm just gonna laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? That is you. But I'm not about to validate my hurt by saying that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Who say? You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even though some situations you could be, but expressing it as long as you could control it, right?
Right.
uh you don't have to fall into that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to fall into that and you got that control. You just it's like the emotional it's like you might get angry for a moment, but you could change from that, right? You don't
Right.
have to be an angry person. You just might have got angry real quick, but you stop yourself from expressing it. You see what I'm saying? Something like
That's
that.
it.
Right.
That's that recognition of the emotions. When you're feeling sad, anger, happy. When you understand the emotions, then you can react accordingly.
Yep.
It's when you act off your emotions. That's when you
Right.
got an issue. You know what I'm saying? But
Got an issue,
people
right? Exactly.
people
Exactly.
think people think when a man say they understand the emotion, they're like, oh, you think you are like no. It's like you put in the work to understand your emotions to know
Hmm.
when you're angry, when you're not.
That's
Right.
emotional intelligence. Like people don't really they love slanging that word around and be the
Yeah.
most unemotional, stable people on this earth. Me talking about it like, why are you slanging that word around like you know what you're talking about?
Yeah, they just
You know that
throw
because you
words
ain't got
around.
emotional intelligence.
That's the
Nah,
that's the most popular word these days. Generational
that
wealth,
is
emotional intelligence, single by
accountability.
choice,
People don't. That's fake
accountability.
too.
Those are the
People be
those are the
saying
hot
it and don't be
words.
living it. Accountability, but it wasn't my fault though. What? It's two opposites. What?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Single by choice, emotional
Uh,
intelligence. That shit is
mm,
crazy. I'm like, yo, what?
yeah.
But I want to say this, man. Like, the more you learn about yourself, the more you understand people. So the more you study yourself, the more you understand people. And I
Right.
was that's why you said you go back to yourself. That the more you learn about yourself,
Oh, be right back, y'all.
yeah, the more you know about yourself, the more you understand people.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like he said earlier, the more he understands, he can say, oh, he can point stuff out because as human beings, we are the same because we have the same emotion, the same everything. We just
Right.
operate differently. So the more you understand yourself, is the more you can understand and point out the bullshit that people come with. Like, oh, bro, I've seen that before. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? People trying to play you and stuff like that. You're like, oh yeah, I already seen that game, bro. You can't run that game on me. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Exactly.
yo,
Yeah, because some people try to run that game on you like you're not awoke. You're not. You don't see it.
like you know, hip to
You know.
this shit. Like, especially on these apps, these personal motivators. They're the motivators. Like I saw this one lady one day. She got this one thing on her screen, and she said she's a coach,
Right.
and it came from this one book called Power versus Force. But she Googled this one thing and found it online and just posted it, and I was talking about it, and I'm like, oh, that's a dope book. She was like, oh, what? No, I'm like, no, that come from that book. She's like,
Right.
oh, I didn't even know that shit. she was repeating stuff that she found online. I'm like, but you're charging people $50, $60 a month or a call, and you don't really understand the information you're sharing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Hey, y'all.
that's crazy. I couldn't do that type of shit.
Hey, y'all. You follow me all right, with DJ, right? You?
I'm gonna
I
follow
don't
it
know.
right now. Yeah, I'm gonna follow it right now.
But I was about to say, I'm just because this stuff is so good, and I'm so scared, right? I'm making judgments right now because I had a bad experience because I lost one of my lives because somebody had messed up. Where this is such a good live, I want to break it down though. So I'm about to just shut it down and come back up because I want this to save. I want the recording to save. So
All
this
right,
is a
All
bet.
right.
good message. But I'm about to be right back. Just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna just reset.
All right.
All right.